Hello, everyone, and welcome to Project Zomboid. Last week we had ended hanging out in Louisville, but this week, today, we're going to get started straight up already back at the base in Muldrow, because during yesterday's off-stream session, we took the trip back from Louisville, back on home. So here I am, comfortable and ready to cook and be base mom as I make some cookies and I pat everyone on the head. We also now have a rename everything mod enabled, which should totally make it so that way I can name even the cookies now. Previously, I wasn't able to make or name any cookie. There's particular cooked or baked items in Zomboid that you can't rename, and even not related to cooking. I have that frog, you know. You know, the little guy. Over here in my fanny pack. Frog, which I can now rename. And since Mimi commented about it previously, bang! That frog is now Mimi. When you get some spending money, I'll be getting Zomboid. Hell yeah. And you can get up on the zombie party. Check it out. Kitchen got slightly rearranged here. We've got some now wall shelves put up on the sides. We've got a couple of cabinets over here instead of wall shelves because we've just been largely in things of non-perishables. We've been kind of going crazy on the supplies, so they keep kind of bleeding out. You can see this cabinet right here is at 49, and see this stack of flour? That's not all the flour we have. We had to move some of it into other storage spots because there was just too much flour. Couldn't all fit together with everything else. By the way, thank you for following, you a dinosaur. Welcome. Alright, now as we take a step outside too, you can see we've got garden going. Nothing is old enough yet to be harvested. The closest one right now are the cabbages here, but we want to wait to make sure that they're seed bearing so we can get seeds out of them. Though at the same time, if I walk you over here, you can also see we do have a lot of seeds. Cabbage seed packets, 8. Maybe I should just harvest the cabbages as they are now. Did you name the cabbages? Not yet. Oh my god, there's also some grass getting up on my croplands here. Remove grass. Chansey spent the time and cleared up our little farming area, so it's all nice, clean, slick. Disregarding all of the water bottles over here, but the side where all the plants are growing. There's not a bunch of plants growing everywhere. Just the ones that I intend. Alright, but there's another grass spot. Clean that up. You know what? There's one between these plants too. Let's rip that out. Damn, everything is different now. I would say some of the greatest changes to our base layout can be credited to Chansey. He's been doing a lot of work with sprucing things up, organizing stuff. I love walking to this hallway now and just frickin' 5 water coolers. Imagine the number of water cooler conversations we can have. There's also this spot right here where we had the 2 bathrooms that's starting to get remodeled as well. If I reinstall it someday, I'll wake up in the middle of a metropolis. We change out our little hotel base and it's a whole city now. Whee! I love this sign too, the little sign pointing to the interior. Look at that. Something that I would like. What are these actually? Alice pack? Let me look at the ground. Oh my god, I can like not get to it very well because there's just so much stuff. Let me drag this down. 1 billion bags! Oh no! Can I reach from here? There's the Alice pack. Okay, Alice pack capacity. 30. Encumbrance reduction, 85. That's better than the travel pack then. I was wanting to swap to the travel pack maybe? Because of the greater encumbrance reduction? But this Alice pack over here, it has a capacity of 30. You can see over here with the duffel bag, it only has a capacity of 21. I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of my duffel bag stuff and move it into one of these Alice packs. We'll put it into this one. Never mind, I did not put it in there. I needed to click it on the right-hand side. Oops! My stuff! I didn't want to drop it on the ground otherwise, but... You've made a shocking discovery? What, is it something to do with electricity? Deluxe milky herb tea.
Convert this place.
Wow. Nice job. That is quite a tea there. Yep, sure did fill it up with a bunch of spices. Make good drinks. I mean, herbal tea. We need more cups. I suppose. Do people have a problem with happiness? Because I would make drinks to help with that. I never do because my focus is always on just making foods for everyone to have instead, and for the actual thirst recovery, there's water. I myself am just always in a great mood, so I never have a problem with it, so... Wild herbs don't go bad either. Yeah, that's why they're also convenient for food spices, too. It's just better water, except better water doesn't fit into a huge canteen. And you have to manually drink it. By the way, hello Ribs, and hello Wormy, welcome. Silly little drinks truly do replenish the happiness meter. It is true, especially when you make them really fancy. Silly little drinks. Like the whispering voices coming from where the walls meet, constantly reminding me that the Egyptian is coming, he watches over us, or whatever was weird, but it was nice. It was a nice little cozy temporary base. What? The first base? I never heard those whispers. Huh? And I need to move over my stuff back. Oh, now I'm putting in my just general inventory rather than my bag. Oh, well. Let me rename one of these. DistantCacophony pack. Okay. Yeah. That's mine now. I guess I'll just then move the rest of the stuff out of the duffel bag. We'll drop duffel bag on the ground. And we'll swap over to the Alice pack. Duffel bag, relationship, ended. I drop it. Goodbye. And now, I put on my new Caco pack. Equip on back. Yay! Check it out, it's huge! Jesus Christ. I wonder how... Okay, just out of curiosity. I want to see how the travel packs look when you put them on. Equip on back. It looks pretty comparable to the Alice pack, to be honest. Maybe just a little bit smaller, perhaps?
I can hardly see the bunny on my bag.
I'm like, leaning in? You're right.
It's such a mess.
It's kind of a, where is the bunny? I can't see it underneath all your other crap.
It should be like on the bottom right. It's hanging from the bottom of the bag.
Turn around a little bit. Oh, now I see it. I think part of the reason it's hard to spot is because it's the same color as your bag. So it kind of blends in. Camouflage between your bag and the rabbit. Yes, you don't remember? There was a wall goblin constantly talking about some Yarlotep guy? Oh? My balloon? My balloon's here, don't worry. Wait, let me also resize the right side now. So it's not absolutely huge. Okay, that's better. I also want it to be the same sort of height as the left side. There we go, that's better. I'm back at the first base, the motel. Yeah, and we're at the other motel now. Are you gonna need a ride back over, like, over here, Doss? I don't think it's too terribly far away. I also, unfortunately, can't open up the map. Or maybe I can. Because if the other one was just in Muldrow, I feel like maybe it's this right here. No, that's hospitality, it says. Maybe it's this one right here. Actually, no, it totally is that one. Because the one we're at right now is blue. Hospitality. That means that one right here, I think, is the old base. So if you just kind of go out, turn over to this side, go on. Two directions. You could take Big Street, take a left, or go straight right here, take a right, stay going straight, and then you'll be there. Just boom, right corner, and there we are. Either way works. So you're not terribly far away. You know, you're not Louisville distance. Alright, now where is my purple balloon? Yay! There it is, the balloon slot!
Good. There you go.
There we go.
All our paper clips.
And now I too have the plushing. Hey, joke!
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Where'd you go? Where are you at?
Making way to the lobby.
Aha! Alright, check it out. See? Oh, I see you've swapped out your plush. I put on the squirrel that you had dropped on the ground onto my pack. Stands out a lot better. And your giant pug plush stands out much more than the rabbit did.
It does.
Now that means I want to try putting on the rabbit now.
I just used some paper clips, made some carabiner clips, and just hooked them up.
Pretty simple, but that does show that you can't just straight grab a plush and slap it on your bag. So that makes sense. I remember when I tried to do that and it didn't work. You need something to attach it with.
Yep. Thankfully, paper clips are not the hardest thing to find.
No, they're pretty plentiful. Well, apparently I grabbed a second hand torch at some point. I'm gonna drop the one that has no battery in it.
Can't even use them for lockpicking.
Paper clips? Well. Ooh, then you should maybe keep paper clips around when we need to get into cars. Then you think we could lockpick them?
We might be missing like a lockpicking overhaul thing that lets you do that.
Oh, dang.
I just remember collecting them for explicitly that reason, but
Oh.
yeah, haven't been doing it right now.
Gotcha. Oh. And if anyone wants a fanny pack, I did find an extra. I'm setting it down in the lobby.
But not gonna be double fannied anymore?
I am double fannied still, but I found a third extra one.
Triple fanny. Now that's just too much fanny.
I know. That's why I'm leaving that extra one on the counter, because I can't handle 3 fannies.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll be able to handle 3 fannies, but not today. Americans. Haha, but... Thanks, Slime. Caco doesn't know about the wall goblin. Get a load of this guy. Huh? Let's see now.
Stale cake.
I had to resort my stuff a little bit. So I kind of wanted the things that I have equipped with little green dots to be more grouped together, but I don't know how to make it do that. Also,
There's a
I think
lot
the
of
Alice
rooms.
pack has more stuff on it or something, because now it's kind of interfering with my little
Definitely
chat
healthy.
window UI.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I also had my canteen, I'm pretty sure, put down there into my slots. And
Let's follow
there
up
we
with the
go, there's the
sink.
bottle slot. Oh, there's
Thank
2
you for the
bottle
nice
slots on this
coffee.
thing. That's crazy. And I want that flashlight I had stored away in the bag on the flashlight
That's
slot.
what I need.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and just put my trowel and my kitchen knife. Wow. I think I also had a hunting knife, but... Wait, yep, there we go. I do still have it. It's right there, in fact. Whoops.
I mean, hopefully they're tasty.
Americans, haha, but Europeans, nani? I think at this point Americans know that most of the world thinks a fanny is not a butt and are like, maybe a different word. Nah, there's still enough people that probably just shake their head and go, nah, we're gonna use fanny for butt. Just gonna stick to that and you can't stop me. Alright. Let's look around. I suppose right now, I'm pretty sure we should have... Oh my god. Alright, we're running low on food. All it took was, I guess, a little bit over half an hour during the intro part of the stream for all the food I made from last night to have all been eaten. It's time to get cooking, I suppose. I'll pull out some roasting pans. Pull out 1 frying pan. Take that empty white mug, because I guess when I'm in between and have made all, like, or a bunch of food, then I could just start making drinks. That way I can make sure that people don't point and laugh at me and go like, this chef sucks. This chef ain't making drinks too? What are they, an idiot? A moron? And then I'll go over to the corner and cry and say, I just wanted to make cookies, dude. I was making cookies rather than beverages. Front, but probably just don't hear it. The fanny? I guess it depends on how you're used to hearing fanny, you know? If you're used to going, fanny? That's a butt! Then that's all you're gonna think of. But if you're used to hearing it being referred to something else, it's kind of like thongs, you know? What, in Australia, thongs are flip-flops? But elsewhere, thongs are a very, revealing type of underwear. My diet, Dr. Kelp. Sip, 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 sip. Foot thongs? That's right, Willie. Foot thongs. Alright. Wally also had gotten a bunch of rabbits, so we're going to make from rabbit meat, which the rabbit meat is crazy. If I come over here to point it out, you can see it has hunger minus 64, and that's already using up a couple of bits of rabbit meat. So every time if I do the create roast from rabbit meat 15, it takes off that amount of it from the rabbit. So can make so many roasts out of this single rabbit. Sounds right to me. Thongs go on your feet, says Aussie. Loken in chat. They know. They know. Don't tell Grav. I had one food that was in here earlier that was named after him, too. Named for the rabbit name, because it was using rabbit. Tee-hoo. Alright, we also had frying pan. So I'm going to use the rabbit meat for this one, too. Oh, it lets me put in some dried ramen into my frying pan. Can I have it in there after I've already put in the rabbit? Okay, I know that there's some in the shelf, and that's where it's pulling it from, but I have some in my cabinet, too, which is not the overflow, so I'd rather use the ramen noodles from here. Yeah! I put in the dried ramen noodles. Gonna have some stir-fried ramen. A ramen fry. Does that mean I should use some soy sauce for it, too, then? Jeremy, hello. Thank you for following. We definitely have a bunch of soy sauce. You can see just how much soy sauce we have. There we go. Soy sauce. We're gonna add some pepper to it. Now that I have so many salt, like, I guess salt shaker for pepper wouldn't make sense. You just say pepper shaker, right? Now that I have so many pepper shakers, I will feel no fear peppering everything that I make. It'll just be a case of you get peppered and you get peppered. You know what? I'm gonna put some hot sauce on this one. And we're going to mix in some... Is cauliflower a good... We're gonna put in cabbage at least. I think we have some leeks. Leeks would make sense, right? Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon to it. Give it a little bit of tartness. Man, these radishes suck. I might take all of the radish and just throw it out into the composter. I feel like the radishes... I wonder... This is more like a wonder, a thought, that depending on how you grow the crops, if you don't do a great job growing them, like if you give them suboptimal conditions, then the resulting crop is terrible. So I think I'm constantly overwatering my radishes. So as a result, they like fill a terrible amount of hunger. That's my only comment. Also, I'll comment, since Welly, you're doing a lot of the foraging, plantains and comfrey, if you could put them over into the medical room rather than in here, that would be great, because I can't cook most anything with them. And even if I can put them in beverages, I'd almost rather not, because otherwise they just mostly take up space. It's also a spice for drinks, and I'm gonna throw it back as the same case. We have so many spices that you can throw in beverages. I'd rather not have the spot taken up by the plantains, which are used for essentially nothing else. Yeah, I think I've pulled out all the radishes, so now they're all getting freaking composted. Okay, thank you, Willie. I'm saying it so you know, because otherwise you know, I accidentally just started eating one of the frozen radishes, and now my character is not very happy about it. Look at me. Bored and sad. How could I do this to myself? Oh, I'll call the radishes in the composter. Chewing a hard, cold radish. I know. Just straight up, my hand slipped and I accidentally shoved one into my mouth. I was trying to throw it all into my composter, and then whoop, I started eating it instead. Oh, jeez. Ah, mushrooms, though. Finally, more of them. I had run out of mushrooms because there was the period of time where we didn't have our generators running, so a bunch of stuff started going stale. So I went ahead and just took all of the mushrooms that straight up didn't fill a lot of hunger and had been getting stale out into the composter. Not really worth it keeping them around. Alright, now for the rabbit roasts. I love the cauliflowers because they fill up so much hunger. How about some cabbages? Ooh, I see that we've got bell pepper. I really want to make some more chili, but like, a more properly made chili that doesn't just have tomato sauce in it. Add an acorn to this. Alright, why not? Get acorns. Someone's gonna eat that roast and gonna run into some acorns. Make them feel like a squirrel eating a rabbit. The dominant food chain member. I am a squirrel, and I will eat the rabbit. Oh, keep accidentally scrolling out. Need to lock the mouse that I have, which I think has become a more common feature on mice, perhaps, has a sort of a lock for the scroll wheel, where if you have it unlocked, it just can be spun really fast, high speeds, and easily, and is totally silent. Or you can lock it, and it will kind of scroll more precisely, and a little bit slower, and is a lot noisier. And I like the way it feels when it's unlocked, and I like that it's quiet, because I kind of hate the sound that it makes while it's locked. But goddamn, when it's unlocked, it makes it too easy to scroll sometimes. And it's really easy to over-scroll, or it makes it then functionally less convenient to use. I'm not sure who made it a thing, but I'm not sure I'm particularly a fan of it. Noom scrolling! And it's too much noom. What? When do I need to noom so hard? Is it because of all the frickin' endless scroll websites that exist these days? I hate it. I'm an enemy. I'm going to go to my Twitter page and write a huge tweet that's very angry. And you know what? I'm gonna subscribe to Blue and I'm gonna call it X. Frickin' X is going to hear my angry complaints. Cause that's the future of Twitter now, is just only ever saying hot takes is a check-marked blue. I turn that setting off when I can. The scrolling, it sucks, and I notice that when it doesn't the infinite scroll, I definitely spend less time. I care more about it on product-type websites. I hate the infinite scrolling because it's a lot easier for, say, it to mess up and not keep your information about where you are in the scroll. So then you maybe take a step away to go do something else. You leave, you close your browser, you come back later, and you've totally lost your place. And then you say, I am not going back to look through everything again, and then you just abandon ship with that search completely. Whereas when you have actual pages, it does a better job of keeping track of where you actually were at. And then you're not going, was I on page 10 or page 8? Because it's kept the information for you, no problem. But just being too absorbed because of that infinite scroll. Yeah, I don't mind it so much, again, on some places. But like Steam, it can be kind of annoying because sometimes when I click on game and I go forward to look at the game page and I go back, it sometimes doesn't take me back to where I was at. It'll say bug out, or because I was so far down in the scroll, it's now reset me, and then I go, I am not going through all that again. And then I just stop looking at that point. I don't like it. And now I'm throwing my stuff on the stove so it can get cooked. Except, hang on. Looking at these two, they don't really have a lot of spices on them. Especially compared to the stir fry. Maybe we'll spice it up a little bit more. Like with my paprika. Tumblr has this neat feature where its pages are just everything before this post ID, so you can just sort of time travel by putting in lower post numbers. That's interesting. It has been so long since I've used Tumblr. I used Tumblr back in high school-ish days for a little bit. But I don't think I was really that heavy on using Tumblr anyway. It was for a pretty limited amount of time. And then I moved on. But that's also kind of true for many social media sites. I think probably, if you want to count Discord and Twitter, are now, and Twitch, I suppose, are the longest running ones for me. Largely just because I think partially from being older, having a harder focus on my interests and hobbies. I don't know. But especially for art reasons. That's why I keep Twitter around, is for art. For my posting of art. Yeah, well, vegetable oil is to finish it off. I've been using it on and off since like 2011. I think it's very good. And that's alright. Have fun with Tumblr. I'm not looking at Tumblr going, this place sucks, therefore I don't use it. I just look at it and go, oh, I just don't really use Tumblr. By the way, hi Graf, hello, welcome. You know, earlier I had a food item, a roast or something, and I had named it after you. I think it was actually a stew, because it had rabbit meat in it. I'm sure it was tasty. I didn't try it though, I think someone else ate it. And I like Grav going from the whoa to oh. Why is this microwave on? I'm turning off the microwave. There we go. Safety. Welly said it was great. It's true. Down here. Oh my god, I ate Grav. Very. Why are there pickles in the freezer? Aren't they preserved? What? My guess? I have two guesses of what happened here. If there are pickles in the freezer. Is that they were accidentally put in there? They were purposely put in there because of space reasons? Or, again, in terms of being accidentally put in there, sometimes you just kind of grab a group of things and stick it over. If it's like these types of pickles, you have to unbottle them to use them, so I kind of view it as the freezer is filled with stuff I can't immediately use. It has to be modified, like the things that are frozen I can't just throw into what I'm cooking. I have to defrost it first. A pickle sickle sounds so gross. Someone's making those pickle sickles, and Welly will have none of that. Welly just hasn't tried them before. Their mind would surely change. What the heck is a chive? What do you mean, what is a chive? Chives are a type of herb. They're like long, skinny grass blades. You ever had pickle beer? I haven't. Though, you could list almost any type of alcohol and be like, have you ever had? And the answer would be no. What do you mean, what is a chive? If you're not familiar with the herb, then now you're gonna ask. It's kind of like we got those pawpaws, which are just straight up literally, it's a type of fruit. But because I've never heard of a pawpaw, it was a, what the hell is this? Oh. We need to name these. These are roasts, and they all have rabbit meat in them. That means I'm going to take the stir fry first, and we're going to name it Gravy Stir Fry. Okay. And we're going to name this rabbit one up at the top. No, I was going to name it Cuddles, but I think we'll call it after the plush that I have down here. We'll call it... Okay, I named mine Floofy Fluff. It's Floofy Foot. That's fine. This roast is now Floofy Fluff. And this roast over here will be called Dylan. Okay. And then into the fridge they go, which is good because we're all out of food. So now there will be a little bit of something in there for people to eat. I like the one tumbler there, too, that's just Red Bull! Is it even Red Bull-like? Squinting, it's got soda, juice, and ginseng, maybe? I feel like there would need to be coffee in there. That one would give you the caffeine, or at least tea? A tea Red Bull would be really weird. Maybe I change my mind on that one. I think something I want to do is use the saucepans a lot more to make more pastas. Because we have so many pasta, like, stacks, and they take up a lot of space. Or a lot of weight space, I mean. And if I use them for cooking, then we'll have less pasta taking up space. Rabbit Alfredo. Except no Alfredo, Welly, because we don't have any cheese. Red Bull is probably not great for the zombie world. What do you think would happen if a zombie drank a Red Bull? I can only picture a joke instead of, do not give a zombie a Red Bull or really any energy drink, because that's how you get sprinters. Look at all the different stuff we can make, though. Can make pie dough. This is happening because they're all filled with water, by the way. Pie dough, bread, biscuits, gravy, pancakes, shortbread cookies. So many options. We're gonna put pasta in all of them, though. Feel like a Red Bull would just melt through a zombie. It ruins the zombie. This is good. Does that mean you could maybe make some Red Bull bombs? Now I create my pasta. I'm gonna put some marinara for a second there. Where'd that go? Unless I was just looking at the margarine as the marinara. There it is. So much marinara. It kind of makes it hard to look through all the stuff because we have so many of just the one thing. Because if you have 10 marinara sauces, it's going to list out 10 marinara sauces. Jesus. Alright, this pasta is going to be a curry pasta. And then they all getting grouped up together. Not yet, okay. And then this pasta.
Might be some in the gas station. That's kind of where the metalworking stuff is going right now.
I made one a curry, right? We'll make this one a soy sauce pasta. I'm gonna come over here and see if we can use any of our alcohols for it. Because I think it looks like we can only use wines for these pastas. Now one can have some red wine. One can have some white wine. And then the soy sauce will also get some white wine. Which does not take up a spice slot. It takes up a food spot. So technically that's not really great to do. Because it only gives 4 hunger. So there are better foods I could stuff in these pots. Oh, and River. Hi, hello, welcome. A nice rabbit reduction sauce. Delicious. That's right. We're gonna use our rabbit. As we used our rabbit for the 2 roast pans and the stir fry, the 3 foods we made previously. Now this time we use it for 3 more again. When is the blue wine coming? I guess when someone finds some blue wine that I can use. Until we get our hands on blue wine, I can't make any food with it. Maybe one day. Welly will identify some blue wine. Out in travels and foraging. They'll just find a blue wine bottle leaning against a tree and go, wow, look at that one! And then bring it back for me. I just saw stale. There's a stale tomato in there. Except the stale tomato is also more filling than the other one, so I'm going to use it anyway. A lot of the time, the stale foods don't fill as much hunger as the fresh foods, but I guess that one was an exception. I accidentally put 2 tomatoes in that stew, and you know what? This rabbit right here, this pasta, I accidentally put 2 rabbits in. That was accidental. Alright, that's fine though. Oh, the rabbit is getting finished off though. Rabbit all gone. That means I should grab some more, or either grab some more rabbit, or we have a bunch of fish. I could grab fish and throw it in here too. As Grav weeps, not the rabbit, no! My friends! Tell it to Welly, they're the one catching the rabbits, Grav. I'm just using what supplies I'm brought, you know? A little bit of mold never hurt anybody. That's what I think. That's why I throw rotten ingredients in for my cake batter. It causes no problems. Ooh, 13 mushroom. We making Hassenpfeffer? Think of anything. We'll make it. Say, hey, can I have one of these? If you give me the recipe, we'll put it together. But hi, Fuzzy, hello. I hope your stream went well. I lurked around for a small bit of it. As you put together, I believe, the little ring section that is meant to go on the lighthouse. And John, hi, hello, welcome, John. One of these plants grab. Thanks, Wally. I think I'd like to put in some tomato paste. Put into my marinara. There we go. This one's the marinara. Get some extra tomato paste. Seeing as I'm not really able to make pizza because we don't have any cheese. I wish I could make cheese. I wish I could just take the milk and do some fancy recipe doings and be like, bam! Check it out, I made fresh cheese. Homemade cheese. Pepper and pepper. Tragically, I can't play for I am writhing in the woods. The first weekend set, where our time was extended to 5 hours, and John's not even able to be here for him. Damn. Well, it's pretty much like you're playing Zomboid in real life, with a mod that gets rid of the zombies. And we'll turn on the stove. I somewhat wonder if I could make a pie and then throw pasta into the pie. That'd be funny. Let's check out. Oh, look! I could convert one of these cigarettes into something wearable and walk around with a cigarette in my mouth. I feel like that's what Jolk should do. I'm also going to make up some gravy. That way we can use gravy. Did I just drop that on the ground? Stupid idiot ball! And then I just throw it to the ground in my fury. There we go. That gives us some gravy to use. Put that into the fridge. Man, if we had some shrimp, I could make fried shrimp. Oh my god. My pastas are burning. Don't worry though, I got them all out safely. Now there's a book that's Little Rabbit Foo-Foo. I'm gonna name it that. And we're gonna name this next one Thumper. And this one has ended up with no rabbit. No, I think that little image actually on the end is the little picture for a cooked rabbit, rather than raw rabbit. So this one is going to be called Watership Downed. Because it's the food variation. It's dead and gone. Oop. Oh no, wait! I'm accidentally putting it in the bug side of the fridge. Wrong side. This side. Shrimp fried rice. Shrimp gumbo. But we have no shrimp, huh? What are you going to name the worm in your pocket now that you have a name anything mod? I don't think I had a worm. Wait a second. You're right. I do have worm in my pocket. I ended up with that worm during farming. I feel like that should be the first worm, right? And then they can go hang out with all of the bug friends. Right in there. There we go. It was me, Bernie. Yeah, that is the bug side. They live there, where it's nice and cool, and it definitely wouldn't be bad for them with that temperature. Watership downed is just a half a bottle of vodka. That would be funny if I make a alcohol stew and I named it that. Rabbit and alcohol. Alright, we pull out a cooking pot. We fill up our cooking pot with water. Looks like an Ozymandias to me. The color just makes him sleepy. Like the worm's name. I mean, we have another worm in here. Ozymandias. Okay. There you go. There's your worm. Also, apparently, our little bait fish are getting stale. Was Shrek the one that was fishing? Apparently, Shrek needs to gather up all of those little bait fishes and go fishing with them. Now, did we have anything that was getting stale? I feel like there were some foods in here that were losing their hunger filling, which I think might have been all the carrots. So we're gonna pull out our carrots, and I'd like to put new carrots in. There we go. 31 carrots. Actually, I'm gonna... No, they're actually frozen right now, so they're not going to stack up together. They're gonna stack separately. That means I can easily distinguish them from one another. Put the frozen carrots into the fridge. Huck the old carrots into the composter. Goodbye, old carrots. Rot away. Catch some catfish and feed hundreds. Do we have any cat... Oh! We actually have a couple of catfish already. Just a few. Just little small ones. Okay, I totally got a cooking pot with water. And then we wanted to use some alcohol for it. See, here we go. Beer bottle. Alcoholic soup. Beer soup. Which I think all of our alcohols are over here. Should be the bourbon as well. So if there's anything that will allow me to use bourbon, then it'll come up. What else do we want? I definitely want to go over to my fridge so we can... Wait a second! I forgot. I used up the rest of the rabbit. That means we need some more meat. And I think what I'm going to actually do is try to use the rest of the meat that we have over here. We have so much meat. We're drowning in meat. So much fish. So much meat over here. I don't think I can put pork ribs into the stew. And I feel like I actually want to save the chicken because I can make chili with it. The ground beef is hard because there's a lot that doesn't let you use ground beef. I would have to check the recipe here. Let me look at stew. Prepare my soup. I guess soup, stew, a little bit different. Ramen. Ooh. I can add my dry ramen? Alright. Add some dry ramen to it. Beer and ramen stew now. Go ahead and add some peppers. This is the negative of using this window for cooking, is you can't see how much hunger these different components are using. And you can't really distinguish the fact between a spice and an actual food component. I do see it takes pork ribs. Looks like this is being sorted alphabetically here, so let's check G for ground beef. Nope. Can't use it, but since it did have pork ribs listed, go ahead and pull that out. And now throw that onto the stove. That way we can defrost it. Alright, well we don't have a lot added in for our soup right now. You have 2 ingredients. So as long as we make sure that there's 1 space kept, should be all good. Maybe I'll add some lentils or split peas to our soup. Dried kidney beans too? We're gonna add the split peas. Split peas and ramen noodles. You've had turkey chili? It's not bad. I think I've had turkey chili as well. But in Zomboid, there is no turkeys that you can use. Or if there are, they don't let you use it in chili. Chili is very particular about what you can put into it. It's kind of like a baby.
Howdy.
Oh, there we go. Fresh now. I should be able to put in the pork ribs. Da, 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 da. Voila. Meat in the soup. I like because the soup was hot, it made it... Because the ribs were hot from being warmed up, it made it so that the soup got a little teeny tiny sliver of cooking. Humorous. I had one of our bouillon cubes. And then, you know what? Nettles. The soups are great because it feels like they let you put in way more stuff than some of the other types of food. Like when we were using the saucepan and we were cooking up some pastas, we were way more restricted on what sort of seasonings we could throw in there. But when it comes to soup, it's pretty much a... Cheese? Excuse me? Dang it. Wait, that does have 15 hunger. Oh my god. I might be able to make a fresh pizza. Alright, soup to the stove. It's pizza time. I grab the cheese from the fridge. Get over here, I'm looking at the wrong fridge. Cheese? Cheese. I pull up my recipe list to look at the pizza. Oops. Alright, I need to pull some tomato paste. This tomato paste I have on me is not enough. You can tell because it had deselected earlier. When I walked over to where my rolling pin's at. Though I have another rolling pin up here in this cabinet. So, we craft 1 pizza. Voila. Fresh pizza. I also do give a quick look over at the stove there to make sure my soup was not burning. Hot sauce pizza. Look at that. When you make a pizza like this, you can see how much it fills. Freaking 80 hunger. It's crazy. I'm not gonna put mustard on it, though. I don't want marinara sauce. No ketchup. I will add a bit of olive oil. And we will pepper it a little bit, too. Soup cooked. And now we go back over here to the fridge. Pizza. Definitely getting some tomato slices. Pizza. Adding on some mushrooms. Classic pizza topping. Add on a bell pepper to that pizza. What else can we put on the pizza? I think we need to look at the prepare pizza, not make pizza. I'm not sure that we have any bacon. I do have broccoli. But I guess we don't have any broccoli defrosted right now. I have to shuffle around in my freezers. Where's the broccoli? Where's my brock? Huh. I need to grow more broccoli. I only have 15 left. Jeez. Running low on broccoli. Or no, comparatively low. Wait a second, there's 8 broccolis here and it doesn't let me put it on? What do you mean then? Why can't I put this broccoli on? Maybe it's because these broccolis don't fill enough hunger, so it's restricting me. Except it says -9. I don't know why this pizza's not letting me put any broccoli on it. Wait, it is. That's just confusing. I know that's frozen, but I don't have only frozen broccoli. Broccoli frozen? broccoli fresh. That's why I was confused, is because I realized after moving the frozen broccoli, I do have unfrozen broccoli. But it doesn't have it listed here, even though it should, because there is some fresh, non-frozen broccoli. And, by the way, Just Lars. Hello, hi, welcome. This freaking ravaged liver just looks kind of concerning here. And the fact it has it listed as condition and damage makes it look much more like it's a weapon? Not actually a cooking ingredient, so I'm a little bit concerned. It does say I can add fish to this. Maybe we'll go ahead and take one of our frozen fish over here. I don't know which one's good. Actually, when I scroll over them, I can see which ones are good. This little bait fish are the worst. They fill basically nothing for hunger. Small trouts aren't great either. The big bass, though, that one's amazing. We'll take that one out. Though at the same time, the pizza already fills so much hunger. Maybe we'll take one of the lighter fish. There we go, trout. Put that in our stove and turn it on. Now we just have to wait for it to defrost here. It's marked as a melee weapon. You just basically pull out this liver and start slapping the zombies with it. Does it retain stats if sliced? Yes and no. It kind of like changes them. I know that when I would slice up, when I would make pizzas and pies, that if I sliced up the pie, I think it messed up the stats on the hunger. So if you had the entire pie, its hunger would be more filling than all of the individual pie slices. With the additional downside of when you slice the pie, you just end up with sliced pies, and they lose the custom name that you've put on them. I'm also accidentally cooking this fish, too. Slice! Voila. It got halved. I got 2 fillets out of it. Well, onto the pizza. There you go. Pizza. Fish fillet. Voila. I'm gonna put both fish on it. Take up an extra ingredient slot, but it's at frickin' 127 hunger fill, so I'm fine with that. Alright. I put the pizza on the stove. We wait for pizza to cook. Oh, I still have this soup in my inventory, too. Soup. Store. This pizza cooks really fast. I guess that's how pizza goes in real life too, is it doesn't really take very long for pizza to cook. This is also a heavy pizza. It weighs 2. 165 hunger, Jesus! The pizza is too dang good. That pizza's a pepino. Just like Pizza Tower. That's 1 pepino and 1 store for the fridge. Now we have a couple of foods in here. I think we'll make a couple other dishes, and then we'll swap over and make some beverages. Turn that off. Let's try doing some more with these pork ribs that I've got in my inventory now. See where let us put them. Shortbread cookie dough, that's not what I want right now. I don't want to make biscuits. Can create roast from the pork ribs. I feel like if I make roast, you could think of them more like traditional ribs. And especially since we do have some barbecue sauce in here. If I can find it anyway, I guess. Thought it was just hanging out in here. Where's the barbecue sauce at? Barbecue? Barbecue? Aha, there's the barbecue. Now will you let me put it in here? No? Walking outside to try to disconnect myself from everything. Yeah, it doesn't let me put barbecue sauce on it when I'm roasting it in the pan. Alright. Okay. I guess we're not making barbecue ribs. Not in the roasting pan, anyway. Kinda strange. But, game's choice, I suppose. Add salt as a spice is the most white thing I've read in a while, and I'm white. Is it? I mean, what else would you add salt? I guess you would add salt as a baking component. I guess we're gonna make some frickin' curry, then. Curry ribs. Take that. Gonna put some oil on it, too. Vegetable oil and olive oil, making this extra unhealthy. If I could see the nutrition values of this, it probably wouldn't look very good now. Just funny that it's marked as a spice instead of as a seasoning. I can understand that, though. You can also look at add margarine as spice. Add lemongrass as spice. Add gravy as a spice. Uh-oh, I'm also starving right now. I'm losing health! I've been unfed for too long! Now that's just American. If we go... Hey. Excuse me, door. Thank you. It opened up for me. How polite of it. I'm going to eat the rest of Dylan. Clear up space for a new roast. Obviously has never had jalapeno salt. That sounds good. Jalapeno is tasty, I agree. Jalapeno. Mwah! That's a good pepper. You know what? I'm very hungry. I'm gonna eat a pepino slice. I'm gonna eat a quarter of this frickin' pepino. Why are there no Randys in the fridge? I have to be cautious about how many Randys I'd make, because if someone comes by and sees the Randy, they're going to forego everything else and just eat the Randy. Everyone would rather eat Randy. What's a Randy? It's Randy. It's just like I had the pepino pizza. It's just a pepino. Same case with Randy. And also I slide out. There's also a song that's called I'd Rather Eat Randy. It's also British for horny. You know, Gray's got a point too. That's also a fact. Hi Gray, welcome. It's more of a song reference, Gray, but that too. Woo! Did I put carrots in my roast? I did. I've got carrots. It got carroted. It's also now going to get tomatoed, and then I'm going to potato it, because the potatoes feel so freaking much hunger. Like, look at this. 18? That's crazy. We're putting the potato into our roast. This roast is going to be so dang filling. Oh, I wonder if we can use some alcohol for this roast. Alcohol? Nope, not an option. This is why I end up not using, or this is one of the reasons I end up not using alcohol, is because there's not actually a lot of dishes that let me use alcohol. So if I can't use it as an ingredient, it's not gonna be there. The soups obviously let me do it, seeing as I made that beer soup earlier. But, yeah, the rabbit beer soup, it let me have it there. Is the roast a mod? Maybe. We do have numerous mods, and it's been enough time for myself that between when I've played it, just straight vanilla, and when I played it now with a bunch of mods, I don't remember what all of the mods add. Beer soup sounds awful. Come on, but think of other things. Like, there are so many types of food that do use alcohols for flavor purposes. Like, we even had some beer cheese earlier. It's pretty much if you can put beer into it, you probably should. It'll probably enhance the flavor. Ohio, I had a weird dream. Woke up and the first message I saw was Willie's Thumper with a dumper? What a message. Wow. Just warm salted beer. That's it for the soup. Don't add anything else. Just put in some beer. That's all you need. Filling. Okay, can I put my stir fry with pork ribs? Okay, there's the rest of the ribs. Can I barbecue this one? Yes! There we go. Stir fried with barbecue sauce. And it's going to get some ramen in it. Hell yeah. It's barbecue rib ramen now. Everybody's gonna love this one. We're gonna make it spicy too. What else? Oh, tons of pepper. We add some pepper. I don't know. What? You know what? We'll add some butter on it. I almost never use butter. I always stay away from butter because I assume it's less healthy. And thus, for the longest time, my character was horribly overweight. Though I'm doing fine now. It made it so I tried to be more mindful of all of the stuff that I was putting in. I need the one nutritionist book so I can actually see the nutrients that are in these different dishes. Wait. 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 Okay, done. We're just gonna name this one Olive. Wait, no, this was the... Or stir fries the barbecue. Yeah, this one's Olive. Your back's killing you? Maybe you should put some more stuff onto your cart so you're not having to lug so much stuff around in your bag. Please, someone take away this guy's spatula. No! It's mine! Dropping those helped. Well, sometimes you just gotta offload, I guess. Beer soup. Fish and chips uses... fish and chips batter uses beer. Boom. Yup. There you go. Beer soup? Awful. Boring. It's just warm beer in a bowl. Beer ramen, though? Probably worse, but at least the noodles give it texture. Oh. Well, that's one olive to the fridge, and now I can keep up finishing my barbecue. I put egg in this barbecue? I think I wasn't even thinking about it when I added that egg. I was just on autopilot at that point. I'm gonna use some lime for spice, though. Extra spicy. And I mean as in having lots of spices, rather than it being ouch, ow, ow, my mouth burns, ow, ow. I feel like probably bell peppers would have made more sense, but it's not what I used. Have some common mallow. How would common mallow taste? I don't know. But Jesus, the stir fry lets me add in so many spices. Look at that. Jesus. Alright, we've put in as much food as possible. That means we're gonna throw it on the stove now. What even is a mallow? I feel like this is just almost the same sort of answer as what's a pawpaw? A pawpaw is a pawpaw. What's an oregano? An oregano's an oregano. So when it comes to the mallow, it also is a mallow. It's just a mallow. It's a plant. Is mallow and marshmallow the same plant? Marshmallow was made from the mallow plant. The marshmallow was derived both from the native home of the plant and the plant name. I don't think it's made from mallow plants anymore, is my guess. But apparently, at maybe a point in time, that's how they made marshmallows. I'm just a chef in the world of Zomboid. Jane Deere cooks there. in real life. That's not me. What's a mallow? I don't know. What's a mallow with you? Oh, 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 oh. So funny. Are there other types of mallow, like grassland mallow? Good question. We're gonna have to look up some mallow plant information to see if any of them grow elsewhere. Why are there rabbits just on the ground? Hey, Mr. Bones, the rabbit goes in the freezer. What are they doing just lying on the floor? Wasn't you? I don't know if I believe that. Mean. Alright, I'm throwing them in the freezer now. Pepino? Well, of course there's Pepino in there. Classic pizza. He's delicious. I had a quarter of him already. I feel like this rabbit should go on the other side, because that's where all the other meats was at. Oh, you've got some taters? Just go ahead and come over here and throw them into the fridge. Which side doesn't really matter. Just put them in one of the fridges. Over here. That's freezer only. Fridges are here. Yeah, we have a lot of rabbit meat now. Nether mallows? Biomallows. The end mallows, if we're looking at Minecraft from the nether. Intriguing. Oh, I did finish cooking this. BBQ. Oop, that was W. BBQ baby. Eat 'em up. Okay. Maybe I should name my balloon too. It's a good balloon name though. BBW ribs. Oh jeez. I'm gonna name it after the popcorn. Because it's right behind me right there. This is now popcorn, the balloon. Wait, let me go over and give one more peek at the fridge. Alright, they got a fairly decent haul. Why don't we go ahead and make some beverages then? We've got tons of cups here on the counter. Maybe not tons and tons, but there's a decent number. Pick them all up. You know what? I'm not even gonna use the espresso machine to cook them. Just for the added atmosphere. I guess we'll just tell it to fill everything. So I don't really want my roasting pans filled, so let me go ahead and move those real quick. Back into the cabinet. That way they won't get filled up with any water. Here we go, fill. I'll let my bowl fill up with water, because then maybe afterwards we'll make some other dough items or other items that require water for making. And voila! Alright, time to make some beverages. So since these ones are teacups, we're going to start with making some tea. From tea bag. However, I think the rest of our teas, I'm not sure where they're at right now. There's plantains in here, god dang it. The plantains just end up getting all spread around all over the place. Let me move them. Is there a way I can reset my character or make a new character that actually has a different name other than login on a different account? Yeah, it's pretty much just use a different account, I'm pretty sure, Slime. If you use a... If you wanted to make a completely new character... And if you use the account name where you type it into whatever you want it to be, if you use a new thing that is different from your previous character, I'm pretty sure you can make a new character that way. That is a guess, though. What was I in here for? I wanted to go offload these plantains. We need a new storage unit in the little hospital area, though. It's very filled up on this filing cabinet. I'm thinking, but that is one of the cases when you're making a character and you have that login information when you're joining a server, you don't have to use your actual Zomboid. Now I'm looking at DOS going, Caco? Crickets. Did I miss something? I'd be fine with my first one dying, it's just I'm not sure if my profile name is going to be used as my in-game name again. The trick is Slime. When you're making your quote-unquote account to log into the server, it can be literally anything. I just used mine, so mine just is DistantCacophony, but I didn't have to use DistantCacophony. That's why you have, say, Welly over here as Mr. Bones, or Chansey. Their name over their head wasn't Chansey Bell, it was Johnny Wiseau. So if you just use what you want to have over your head, so if you wanted to be Pearl, you would just have to put Pearl in as your account name. I didn't know that the profile name was one that was going to be used in game. Yeah. There is still your character's name up here, you can see. So even though the name over my head is DistantCacophony, my character's name is technically Jane Deere. But if you wanted the name over your head to be more like the character name as well, then you just make the account name reflect that. So you don't have to worry, it's not restricted to actually being an actual existing account for Zomboid or Steam or something. It's just whatever you want it to be. Now, where was I? Oh yes, I was making beverages and I was trying to locate more tea. There we go, box of tea bags. We open it up. And that's one more cup of tea. And then we have a bunch of coffee, which I'm assuming is over here. Yep, there we go. Coffee. And then coffee. We're going to be a little bit more varied in just a minute here, but I want a couple of cups of coffee, because we have so much coffee that we can use. I might as well take advantage of it. But afterwards, I'm then going to swap and use bourbon. Bourbon into my cup. Except that's kind of weird. I'm thinking this cup is filled with water already. And now I'm just watering down bourbon right now. What if that's literally all I did for it? I don't add any additional spices or anything. It's just watered down bourbon. And what else do I have? I think as a base, I guess if I interpreted the cocoa powder as being like a hot chocolate, then I would have 2 cups of hot chocolate. I think we're just going to go ahead and make the last one's coffee to use up our coffee powder. Wet booze. Don't you love your booze wet? Maximize the wet booze. Alright, this is our cocoa beverage, so this is our hot chocolate. So we're gonna have 1 hot chocolate that's spiked. Becomes like an Irish coffee, right? What if I did it for both of them? The other one gets red wine in it. We'll add some brown sugar. How much more can I make? You know what? I should be walking over to the fridges, too. Because that will give me access to a lot more. And this is where I can put in some milk and have it be totally fine. hot chocolate and cocoa. No problem. I'm gonna be sick. Please stop. No. Watch as into the cocoa and bourbon mix. Yep, that's cocoa and bourbon. We'll add some honey. Make it sweeter. I wish I could add... You know what? It could be that we're out of mallow leaves. Wait. No, we have one. I can't add actual marshmallow, so it gets mallow-leaved instead. Okay, here's that cocoa and milk. Sometimes when I look at the list of the herbs here like this, it just makes me want to put all of them in. Even though it doesn't really make much sense to do so, it's kind of like a, more better, yay! Just like, I'm gonna add some more cocoa powder in. Yahoo! This one had the brown sugar. It's also going to get normal sugar, yay! And then this one's gonna get some sugar added to it too. Extra sweet hot chocolate! Okay, every time I've tried to make a new character, it's saying that the server has failed to respond. And like Welly says, the IP address did change for this week, so you might just need to update the IP. That might be what your problem is. Oh, yeah. Occasionally, because of the way that the servers are hosted, the IP address sometimes changes when we host it. So, as a result, you have to swap it around. But hopefully you're also able to connect fine. I know last week it had taken you forever to finally make it in. Hopefully it doesn't take you up until the end of the stream and then you finally enter and you're like, I'm here! But then the server's closing because we're out of time. Alright. This one's getting milked too. Except that was the one with the alcohol in it. I kind of didn't want to put it in the one with the alcohol, but too late, I guess. Alright, both of those now have spoiled milk in it. And now we're going to put a whole lot of herbs. Add in some ginseng. Add in some lemongrass. I definitely want some of the rose hips that are up here in there. Don't miss out on the black sage, because we've got a ton of that, and I really can't use the black sage in any other case. Wait, you added spoiled milk? What the hell? Yeah, it's fine. It's still fresh. It's not a problem. And we'll add lemon. That was all also to my bourbon milk. Tea. I didn't mean to put it in the bourbon tea, but I guess now that one spiced the heck out, too. Kinda wanted to keep that one as more of a plain black tea. But no more! I can add mushrooms to this? I'll look to the right. I'll look to the left. I sneak in some mushroom. Mushroom tea. I am literally an IT tech, but I'm stuffing my face. Starving. Hungry. Eat everything ravenously. Gonna make me hungry. God damn. Where's my snacks? We're not even 2 hours into the stream, and I'm going, I want to eat something. In real life. Where's my food? Alright. Finish with some rose hips. There we go. That completes our 2 teas. That means next comes the coffee. I like this freaking espresso machine can hold 50 pounds of weight, but my giant stoves, my ovens, can only hold 15. Why is the espresso machine able to fit so much stuff into it? What? It's a big machine. Apparently bigger than the goddamn oven. What the hell? Post roast beef sandwich with gravy, mashed potatoes, and chicken rice soup? Well, if you like those things, I'm sure it's delicious. I know I'm not a... Like mashed potatoes? You can keep that. Go ahead. Go crazy. Go wild. I'm just gonna look away and go, eat. Mashed potatoes is best when you just pretend it looks like ice cream and laugh at it, and then you leave. I feel bad if I actually put a bunch of herbs into my coffees, though, but when they're just left as is, they don't really restore much. I guess these coffee beverages are gonna get frickin' herbed out, too. Where is the area we've spawned near? If you mean... Oh, you mean like the town. Yeah, Muldrow, as Doss says. Yep, A fortunate thing with Muldrow, too, is that it's not super big. Actually, now that I'm looking at the other towns, they're not all that big either. This here, I think, is West Point. I think this might be Rosewood down here. Louisville is the only one that's massive, but it's kind of an outlier. Almost looking at Muldrow, I feel like it might actually be bigger than Rosewood and West Point. Just spread out more vertically? This is where I want to be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, count the number of squares, multiply, check the area compared to the others. It's maybe going a little bit overboard. A little bit more than I need to do right now. Anyway, brown sugar. I think we'll open up some fresh milk for these. AKA evaporated milk. Right there. There we go. Nice and fresh for the coffees. And we don't have Welly going, "You're putting rotten milk in there! Ew!" Don't worry. This milk is fresh. Everybody loves evaporated milk in their coffee. Just like nettles, wild. And mushrooms! Congratulations, coffee. You just got mushroomed. If only they were the good mushrooms. You know, the ones that'll make you real happy, give you a good time ride. Nettle tea is real, though. These are nettle coffees, though, Welly. I'm not arguing against the teas, because there are all sorts of types of herbal teas. People love to use herbs for tea. Coffee, however, not the same. Not the same at all. How frequently do you go out and go like, yes, I would like, one black sage. You could call them specialties. God damn it, Willie. That clap sounded particularly quiet. Oh well. Alright, I like this one coffee beverage on top has gotten tons and tons of spices in it. There's the second one that has a couple in it, but otherwise all of them are pretty much spice-free. Well, we overload. I should just... Random herb. Random herb. There we go. Done. Next. I shouldn't use my lemongrass, though, because that's an herb I can actually use for normal cooking purposes. I need to use the herbs that I can largely only use for beverages. There we go. Now take advantage of them. I also... No. This one already has evaporated milk in it, but my mushroom coffee down here at the bottom does not. Take the chance to put in more evaporated milk in there. And... nettles? There are so many nettles and ginseng herbs that I have to use. My god. Basically everything is ending up with them now. And I think we're almost out then. For what these coffees have left to use. Yeah. That one doesn't have a lot though. We'll finish with rose hips. Drink water. Oh, Mom! Okay. 1, 2. There. Alright. I'm hydrated now. And now everyone else can be hydrated too as I throw all of my coffee beverages into the machine. Wait, I still have some evaporated milk. What else can get some evaporated milk in it? And evaporated milk. Okay, was that the end? No, I still have some. You. Nope. You. Yes. Basically now just going to put the evaporated milk in anything I can. Evaporated milk? Am I done? Is it empty? It's empty. Okay, great. They're all here? All together? Chin up, champ! Alright, thank you. It makes me happy. That puts me in a better mood. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I've had the water. And now, we turn on the espresso machine. I don't know if the beverages can burn or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop out their little label. We're gonna start naming these. This is coffee with milk. We're gonna call that cafe. Cafe, which technically is a real thing, but you know. Pop that away. Remove all my beverages. Definitely turning it off while I'm removing them is a good idea. That way they don't all burn. And now we can come back. And we can start putting them away. I also see that we're starting to run low on food. Only 3 foods. Why is no one drinking Red Bull? Everyone is leaving the Red Bull alone. No one wants it. Rename. Milky. Tea and
I
bourbon.
wonder if that sports car actually might be good for Holland.
Borbo. Let's see, I already named Cafe there. We got our cocoa and
horsepower.
bourbon.
See good
Cold
starters.
caco. Throw me! No! Spinned.
Oh boy.
Oh look, I could add more cocoa powder to this one after the fact. Coffee and cocoa. I'm going back to the namings. The names. Underminer. This one right here. That's gonna be a Lewis. I feel like I should bring up a name generator to use. Name generator. Wait, business? Free business name generator? Marketing. It uses AI, by the way. It takes me to another site. Well, I'm leaving. God dang. There's a whole lot. There's so many that are just like, AI! AI! Where's my free Chat GPT equivalent? Doesn't Bing have just a free introducing the new Bing? Let me to it. Try it. Ask me anything. Give me a cool... They had me pause. Okay, give me a cool business name. Enter. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I think it's getting blocked by my extension, so I better uncheck a couple of things here. Because right now it's just showing with an empty text box. Refresh. Keep. Stop responding to me. New topic. Give me a cool business name. I know AI is the cool hotness, that's why I'm using it now for Bing. That's also, yeah, why it comes up with so many search results now. Still having problems. Let me click this button, and then that button. Okay, now it's going. Success. Alright, great. It's searching. Sure, I can help you with that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Oh, I was hoping it was just going to straight give me actual ones. Like, actual names, but being search engine AI, it's just giving me, like, websites that I can use. Sad. Unfortunate. Fine. I'm going back to name generator. Fantasy. Fantasy name generator's perfect. D&D human names. Let's use a male name, I guess. Wait, I need to check these things again. And maybe that one should make the website work. There we go. These are real D&D human names. Check it out. Mem Bedursk. Okay. And then we have Forernus Stohes. Classic male human name. Pim Strost. Thanks, Slime. Look, we still have more drinks left, too. Which means that's another, then. Glid leather. Okay. There we go. Now I need to make up some food, because I think the food's running lower. Now, I would like to use my beans to make something. Which I think I have to use cooking pot for beans. Hey, Shrek.
Hello, how's it going?
Going just fine. Getting some goods cooked.
Why is there a ravaged liver in the freezer?
I don't know. Someone put that in there, and it doesn't belong because that's clearly a melee weapon. You clearly use that for beating people up, not for eating. Who would ever eat a liver? I have no idea. He's already gone, so he probably barely hears me now. Do you slap people with it? Of course that's what you use for it, Slime. What else would you use a liver for? Come on. I want to put my beans in this cooking pot.
Cool down with this kind of weather.
Bean. There we go. That's, see. How do I use my goddamn beans? I've been able to put beans in pot before, but right now it hates it. It says, no, I only want black beans, or dried black beans, or dried kidney beans, or dried white beans. Those weird pile of beans right here? I want nothing to do with that. Maybe if I put a little bit of bean into it, it will let me put additional beans? Oops, I did not mean to hit that little eye. Maybe now with those beans, I can now create chili. cooking pot with beans. Add some tomato sauce. Now's the time for chili. Alright, that means I can use... Oh, we have chicken that's already unfrozen even. I don't know why that wasn't put in the freezer, but hey. That means I don't have to defrost any. Now we're gonna be able to actually make a meaningful chili. That isn't just freaking tomato sauce. Add the bell pepper! And then we can paprika it too, because we had found some paprika when we were out traveling around in Louisville. I'm also now slightly concerned about my crops, mainly the radishes, getting overwatered because it's currently raining like crazy. You can see even Welly down here complaining about how goddamn damp he is. He's way too wet right now, and is storming so hard. Liver, more like Deather. Ay! Deather, yeah. This was a bad time to spawn in. I mean, think of it this way at least, Slime. The rain and the storm means it's harder for all of the zombies to see you, so you can do some more sneaking around, right? Now, since it also is not going to let me put additional beans into this chili, I'm going to put some additional chicken in there instead. That way it can fill more hunger. There we go, though. Wonder if we have any jalapenos. I'm not sure if I could put jalapenos in here anyway. And I might be filled up with food, and the jalapeno might count as a food. More beans! No. No more beans. Beans are against the rules. Incredibly anti-bean. More cheese. More macaroni! No! Not the macaroni and cheese dilemma! We're gonna make some more chili now, by the way. Oh, look, setting up the gas station as a garage. That makes sense. Since then you can easily fill up all of the cars as you go. That's right, I want to fill. This is also a great time to be filling things up with water with it raining right now, because it'll clear up spaces in all of our roof boxes and barrels. Almost done. Alright. Beans. Let me actually pop out the crafting window again. Beans! I craft all of them. Put the beans in the pot, put the beans in the pot for chili time. Create chili from sauce. Create more chili from sauce. There we go. And then we should have chicken that we can use. I'm glad. It finally is the future now where I can make chili. It's real. It's not just in our dreams anymore. It's not just chili with tomato sauce and beans and that's it. Okay, this one's cooked. So I'm going to rename this chili back to the real human names, but this time we're going to go with female. Here we go. Real female human name, Lathneen Willow Ward.
We use some wall shells.
I feel so limited on the types of foods that it lets me put into the chili, though. I feel like I should be able to use more. Put, say, tomatoes into it, but no! That's not a proper chili. At least I can paprika them now. I guess I do have pepper, too. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna put extra chicken into both of them, too. I have a lot of chicken. It makes the chili more filling. Why not, right? This one's also gonna get some normal sugar into it alongside of the brown sugar. But I'm not going to salt them. No salt to be added. I feel very stingy with salt because of how goddamn rare the salt is. And I need the salt for some of the baking recipes, like some of the bread pie whatever stuff. requires salt as an ingredient in order to cook them. So if I use salt as just a general spice, when I have got tons of things I can use for spice purposes, it's just like this means less pie in the future. Alright, there's Lathmine. What? I open up this and there's no drink beverages. Who drank all of these? That was fast. Wow. Oh, filling all of those water coolers is tedious. Well, it gives you something to do at least. They're in the machine. There's a machine? Oops. Like this coffee machine? Oh, wow. I don't know if anyone's going to realize they're there, though. Will they? So used to just opening up the fridge for all the things you can consume. Though it is fair to also say they are better when they're hot, but I don't think they're hot anymore. Yeah, they're all cooled off now. Room temperature beverages. I mean, yeah, you are right. It does turn on. But then you do have to warm up all of the drinks at the same time. But maybe that's not a bad thing. Oh well, that's fine. It just means anyway I can just look to everybody who's watching on stream. If you're playing Zomboid 2, there's beverages in the coffee maker, on the table, next to the hot dogs. Oh, I didn't name this chili. Oops. Rename. This one's going to be No Doc Narsk. Thank you, classic human name. And then this one will be Tazel Stoneguard. Classic human female name. Maybe I should pull out some elf names, too. Or, you know, they have a lot listed here. We'll go with just elf for the next group. Alright, now I think we need to do some more baking again. No, it's been a hot minute since I've made pie. You know what? I'm going to make some shortbread cookies. Mixing them up. Ta-da! My shortbread cookies! The shortbread cookies are kind of funny, interesting, because it seems like there's nothing else you can do with them after you make them. You know, as I right-click, it gives me no options for adding anything. So no matter where I walk around in the room, it just has an option for eating them. Or emptying them. One or the other, but no option for adding anything on top. So, into the oven they go. Ding! What other types of cookies can we make? Cookie. Oh my god, I can definitely make some chocolate chip cookies. When I was rummaging around earlier in the kitchen a little bit to see where things were at, we definitely had some chocolate chips somewhere. Question is where? Yes. Chocolate chips. I don't think we have enough chocolate chips. I'm saying, how can I get more chocolate chips? How can I convert normal chocolate to chocolate chips? So I think I might need to have something of 6 pieces of chocolate chips. Unfortunate. I am going to hoard the chocolate chips away into my baking area, though. Or is it even worth it? I guess I'll just go ahead and throw them back on the shelf and hope. Why is there a bag of flour? That's an interesting spot. Move the flour. There's also some vinegar on that shelf. Probably a result of, again, accidentally offloading it here. When putting away different cooking supplies. Oh, we've also freed up a lot of space in here. You can see the cupboard now is at 29 out of 50 rather than 40 like it was earlier. So, you can tell how much cooking has been done. Is that done? Fresh baked? Yep, and you can see that it still doesn't let me add anything to them. So, we're just gonna pull the cookies on out of that tray. And voila. Gecko's cookies. Heart. Okay. I have to name them one at a time. Alright, that's not happening. I'm putting away all the cookies. There's just one Caco's cookies with a heart, and the rest are just shortbread cookies.
Ooh, cookies.
Shortly after I put them away. Woo! How do I make some of these other ones? It has chocolate, sugar cookies, oatmeal cookies. But the only one I have up top here is shortbread cookies. Here's baking tray with chocolate. These chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate, oatmeal. Okay, so if I grab a can of oats, which I think we had some oats in here. In one of these cabinets. There we go. Can of oats. Which I might keep the can of oats over here. Again, cooking purposes. Put them away in there. Okay, I need 2 eggs, and then that'll be it. I'm gonna use the ones that are like the lowest amount right here. There we go. 1 tray of oatmeal cookies. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Alright, next. We're gonna make some chocolate cookies now. So that means we need more eggs. Looking in the shelf, that's not where eggs go. Alright, I'm assuming we're going to need to grab... Oh, no, we're already good. Boom. Alright, chocolate cookies. Also done. That dang balloon. I love my balloon. I love my balloon. We're best friends, by the way. I tell my balloon all of my personal secrets that no one else will get to ever know. I'm also going to need to open up another egg carton now. There we go. Sugar cookies? Done. Hang on, when I was trying to make some chocolate chip cookies, maybe that's why it was preventing me from making them. I pull back out the chocolate chips. I run back over, opening up the egg carton. A new one, since I've already used all of the eggs that were all out solo. Going to move them all back like that, and then just grab 2. So I think that's a little bit easier, personally. Those are sugar cookies. Chocolate chip. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just what I observed earlier when I was looking at it, and it said, you've got 3! Or you don't have 6 at the very least, so... No chocolate chips. No chocolate chip cookies. Why is it giving me the option now, though? Is it saying chocolate in here, maybe? And it's going, hey, you've got enough chocolate over here to use. Alright, I'll take it. Wait, I just pulled out chocolate chips for a second. I guess there were some chocolate chips over here? Weird. I'm not going to complain, I guess. Sometimes it's all about where you stand. You have things in cabinets you don't realize you have, and you just have to stand close enough to them for it to go, oh, you know what? You can do this, no problem. Pulling them back out real quick, just so I can double check to see if there's anything I can add to them. Yeah, it looks like a no. Yeah, I guess the cookies are all just straight. You just bake them, you make them up, you put the ingredients together, and that's it. You can't do any extra decking out for your cookies. If I made cupcakes, I could, though. Or muffins. I don't think I've ever made a muffin yet. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see, that means I think we want to start with this prepare muffin, which again requires 2 eggs. I always have to explicitly go out of my way to make these items because they require eggs, and the fridge is a little bit out of step with the rest of my baking ingredients. Alright, what else do you want? We've got spoon, we've got... Aha! We need some milk. I'll have to pull some milk out of the fridge too, then. Cookie, 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 and cookies. And now they all go over here. 6 cookies. And 6 more cookies. Rotten muffins. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. No one will know that they're made out of spoiled milk. It cooks right out anyway. The cooking process just kills all the bacteria. It's fine. See, check it out. As I pull out a rotten milk. Wait, did I eat a rotten cookie? No, you didn't. The cookies don't require any milk to make, so therefore, non-rotten cookies. Everything else was only fresh. Alright, muffin time. This is fruit time too. I don't know that I want to add my chocolate chips. Oh my god, I can add coffee to them. Let me close that. I can look at the muffins on the side here. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. That's unfortunate. Alright, looks like I can't use rotten milk. It lets me use it fine for cake. It does not let me use it for muffins, though. Clean the tray. That means we're gonna have to open up some evaporated milk instead. Sad. Where is the evaporated milk? Not in there. Not in there. Not in here. There's baking soda, though, that's going to need to be moved. I'm also starving again. The chef constantly starving herself. Chili. I like that I can still season this chili, even though it's, already all cooked. Check the floor. I'll do that, too. Alright, you know what? I'm still starving. I'm going to eat half of the no Doknarsk. Still hungry. I'm eating the rest. I've ate this entire pot of chili on my own. That's how hungry I was. I'm still hungry. Peckish now, though. And there we go. 1 can of evaporated milk. I'm pretty sure we have more. It's probably just in one of these cabinets instead. Okay. Opened can of evaporated milk. And then 2 new eggs. And now we can make some non-rotten muffins. There we go. See, now when I look at the muffins over here, fresh uncooked. You can add sunflower seeds to them. Okay! A use for sunflower seeds! Yahoo! And then we're gonna add some chocolate into it. Is there anything I can add from up here? No. Nope. And no. And all we have in the fridge is a lime. But I know we have more stuff. We just don't have it unfrozen and available for instant use. Because a lot of our fruit is over here, frozen. So let's pull out some strawberries. I'm going to open up both of these sacks, which I guess I can't actually open them while they're frozen. So we're going to remove the 2 sacks. Did I pull out the pears? I don't think I pulled out the pears. I think I started moving too soon. Pears out. To the oven, we throw in the frozen fruits for quick defrost. The upside with freezing is that it makes anything you freeze last literally forever. But you have to defrost them before you can actually use them. So it adds an extra step to the process. That's why I like having everything kind of split out to where I'll have, say, a bunch of strawberries put away in the freezer. And then I'll have just a handful of them put away into the fridge at a time. Alright, there we go. Voila! And now we will open. And then we open. And then we can put all of the extras back into the freezer for the apples and pears. And we'll just pull out a few. What we can also do is, since we have canned peaches, as well as, say, canned pineapple, we can also use those too, because they are fruit. Let's go ahead and open those canned peaches. Let's make them muffins. Where are my muffins at? Muffin tray? Oh, there's my baking tray. I should probably put those away. Goodbye, baking trays! Ha ha! Also baking soda. Dink. And now I have 2 sacks from those fruits that I need to go throw outside. Chocolate muffins with seeds. What? Where's my option for using apples and stuff? Maybe I can't put a bunch of different ingredients into the muffins? I guess so. Well then. Guess we'll just go ahead and throw these muffins onto the stove and make more. The muffins small. Yeah. Alright, here comes the second tray of muffins. To see if we can't make ourselves some fruit muffins. See, create muffins. Banana! Tempted? I just opened up my canned peaches though, so I'm going to use the canned peaches for it. Peach muffins. Yeah, they only let you use a single ingredient. And I don't have a lot of spices I can use on top of them, so I'm just gonna use the sunflower seeds again. Tee. Yep, and then we have to get out all our muffins. But I don't want to hit all yet. I need to make sure I let the rest of the muffins cook first. Bun, Nana. Yeah, can I just grab out Tazel Tone Guard, Mighty Dwarf. The Tazel Tone Guard. Is Mr. Bone still over there? Was that from a while ago? That is a real human name. It's not a dwarf name. That was human. I like just using these generated D&D names though instead because they give me kind of more ridiculous results. Though it's always still classic to eat just a tray of Sarah. You know, eat a Peter pie. Alright. And we pull out our muffins. Here we go. Peach muffin with sunflower seed. And then we've got chocolate muffin with sunflower seed. Oh, and there's an empty cooking pot. Take that, too, to put it back away. The downside for some of those cooked items where they come in a bunch of little pieces is that they're not as filling, so rather than just eating a quarter of soup, you end up having to eat a bunch of singular muffins to fill yourself up. A pita pie? Vegan. Don't check the fact that I made those muffins with eggs. Don't pay no mind to that. Oh, this cabinet's full. How's this cabinet looking? This is probably why I made the comment earlier. Wow, we've only got 29 pounds and we had 50 earlier. It was because I was looking at the wrong
I
cabinet.
ate the last of the Grav stir fry.
Oh, rip Grav stir fry. I guess I'll need to make up some more. Alright, that's 1 Grav stir fry coming up. So I'm gonna turn this off. Alright, let's see. That means I need some rabbit. Gasp! What? It's in demand. People love the Grav stir fry. I'm pulling out a rabbit. These are also all varying sizes. So this one that I just pulled out has 90 hunger. But some of these other rabbits, 36. 51's not terrible. 72's alright, but they ain't no 90. Like I just turned my stove off and I'm turning it right back on. I'm also walking around with these fruits in my inventory, which I don't want because that's going to make them spoil faster. Put them in the fridge. Like he has no shirt on. Okay, we have cupcakes. Why don't we make some... No, I'm going to make pancakes. Yeah. I can make 4 pancakes, in fact. Maybe I'll also make a salad. A peanut salad, huh? I think I will make a peanut salad. Alright, there's our rabbit, but we can't use it as is. We have to butcher it first. And there we go. Now we can use that. So now we can grab our frying pan, which is somewhere. There it is. Rabbit meat. Rabbit this salad. Peanut this salad. Plant scrab. Thanks, Wally. You've already got some peanuts there, so I think you're covered, actually. Maybe next time.
Sabra.
The TTS said that really slow. Sabra. Hi, Treemans. Thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. It's appreciated. Thank you. You know what's fitting for rabbits? Cabbage. Carrots are too. I would love to add some carrots to this stir fry. Make it feel extra rabbity. I guess then we would want to add all sorts of plant to it. Like cauliflower. You think I could put broccoli in here? I can. Brocked. And it adds some ramen. That means you know what I'm going to add? Noodles. Voila. And I think the rest is just all seasoning. Let's add some margarine, I think, because we have a lot of it. Can add some lemongrass. Vegetable oil. Hey, Mr. Bones. When you're out foraging, are you able to try to forage specifically for herbs, or is it just kind of a whatever you grab with your hands? Because if you could forage for specifically herbs, that would be nice, because I think I'm starting to run on the lower side for some of our variation. Like, I think I'm all out of mallow.
I think that would be under wild plants. It also depends on how good at foraging you are.
I see. Alright. Herb and what is crop? It's kind of a weird... Like, an herb generally is a leaf or something. Chives are an herb. Oregano is an herb. Lemongrass is an herb. Whereas a crop would be something like potato, tomato. I think technically some lemons and limes do qualify as a spice. Too many choices? I can at least say that I don't think fruit, berry, veggie, or crop. You can't look for just spice. Wild plant, maybe. Wild plant might work. I think because it's not berry, because that's going to be considered a berry and that's going to be a cooking ingredient. Like food filling. Same with fruit, same with veggie, and I think same with crop. But I think wild plant should probably be mostly herbs. Take what? What do you have? Oh, there we go. I was waiting. I'm not sure if it was gonna if they were gonna throw something down. Oh, pine cones, broccoli seeds. All right. Thanks. Seeds go up here. I'm not quite sure what to do with the pine cones though, so I think I'm gonna just take the pine cones and hook them into our old stove over here. See this stove? It's getting pine coned. When it's raining, can I look up to drink water? I think what you can do is if puddles start forming, you can drink out of them, though it's considered tainted. If you had a cup of some kind, just almost any open container, you could set those on the ground for a minute and they'll fill up with water, and then you just have to heat it up. Which, if you made, say, a campfire, that'd be a way to heat it up. Oh look, there's common mallow in here. I'm gonna move that. Also gonna move the sunflower seeds out of there. I don't know how they ended up in that part of the cabinet. Mallow, here. And then we had those seeds that I'm going to throw into the cooking ingredients now. What's on top? I wonder if the... No, this is almost more of the sauce location, so maybe not there. Drink water? All right. I'm sipping. Hi, best friend, and welcome, I guess. Oh, see, there's more evaporated milk, and there's chili in here. Man. Things getting, again, spread out and accidentally put... Again, I'm opting for accidentally. Because I don't feel like someone would intentionally throw the chili into this spot, kind of like the peanuts right here. Oh, the pizza sign is in here! I think it got taken off the wall at some point. I guess it just was stuffed in the cabinet. Where's the peanuts at? That's macaroni. Okay, peanuts here. Peanuts! God, I love the combat in this game. Punching and pushing zombies when I phase through them and then they bite me. No! Rip! It is frustrating when you try to push and you fail at it. That part's annoying. What at least somewhat helps is if you have a weapon that has a wide range on it, then you can focus a little bit more on just whacking them and stepping back and then trying to whack them again. Now where was I with my Grev stir fry? Yes, mallow leaves. And we're gonna barbecue that too. Classic. I guess habanero is a wild plant. I think maybe part of what distinguishes them, Welly, is the fact that you can't grow it. Even though you can get something like wild potatoes, but then the potatoes counts in a different group. So the wild plants are just sort of plants that you're able to get pretty much only via foraging? I don't know. Pancakes go on the stove too. Turn on. And now back to our peanut salad. Forage for these plants. Oh, can we harvest those? Wow, thanks, Lawless. I rip. I tear. I shred with my bare hands. Anytime, Lawless. Hi, though, Lawless. Hey, welcome. In the houses I spawned in are surrounded by so many groups of +5 zombies, and the house I'm in has nothing in it. No! Cursed slime! I think probably what kind of adds on is the fact that we're, you know, over a month into the game. We're winding up with a bunch of bigger zombie hordes because of all of the zombies that have been, you know, slowly spawning in more and more over time. Broccoli
I
and
found
salad.
a whole 2 pawpaws.
2 pawpaws? That's crazy. Most people only have one.
Among other things.
Go quick, because I got stuff in the oven. I don't remember where it was at.
I forgot how to do trading.
Okay, let me check my cooking first, then. Yep, it just finished.
I'm just gonna drop them on the ground here.
Alright, that works. It is almost winter. We slowly get closer. Except isn't fall still closer than winter is? Or does Zomboid not really have a 4 season? Is it more like 2, like early Don't Starve?
Where's the bug fridge?
I like seeing the mushrooms. Are they good mushrooms, though? 10? 12! Alright, yep, they're alright. Oh no, one of the mushrooms became stale, though. Well, that means I'm probably actually gonna just throw that into the composter. Oh, this fridge is almost full. Wow. That means they're gonna go into the— oh no, my stale mushroom! Rotten milk? Pawpaw. It's getting colder. That much it's true. That one is 100% true. Remember when it kept complaining to me about how goddamn cold I'd be getting? It'd be cold. Dude, Jane dear, it's chilly. You put on warmer clothing, man. Over there on my moodlets. Alright, rest of the canned peaches onto the pancakes. We're gonna add some berries. I need to make more fruit salads. This is why I should make some more sweet pies, to be honest, so I can use more of these fruit ingredients. Searching for wild plants finds wood glue. I mean, it has wood in the name. That means it's plant, right? Same thing. See? Apples. Classic topping. Put on a little slather of butter. And then add some cinnamon. Now, I could have sworn we had some maple syrup. Probably over here. Yep. Up in the pie cabinet. And now I just want to finish off on making the salad, and then we'll take them, name them all, and put them into the fridge. This tomato is not looking very filling. Do we need to refill our tomato supply? Yep, we need to refill our tomato supply. Wonder how our tomato crops are doing outside, too. We got 14 left in the fridge right here. I think I was only able to fit 2 in the fridge. Well, there goes the other 2. Did I end up just picking up? Check. Nope, they're all 3. All into the composter, then. Away they go. Bye, tomatoes! Into the trash, where the rotten ingredients belong, and the fresh that I don't want anymore. Now what else? Potatoes? That potato stinks. It fills 2 hunger. I might throw that out. Into the trash. Bye! I don't need you. Not filling enough. This leek is nice. Fills up 6. Oh. And then I cover it in meat. I cover it in tomato paste. Here I was aiming for mayonnaise, and instead the salad got frickin' tomatoed. Oops. Well, now, to some D&D elf names then. Kieran Cedarbrook. And then for our ramen here, this one was the rabbit stir fry. So that means it's back to the gravy bun fry. Okay. And then pancakes to finish it off. That's gonna be Glenroe, Lastissie. And voila. Food, fresh, made, into the fridge. Now, actually, I look over at me, being very hungry right now. I look between the foods. The most filling right now is Grav. I eat half of them. Delicious. Noelli's over here eating the stale carrot cake that's in the fridge. Probably should have thrown it into the fridge out here. Because then I think it would have been eaten a lot more readily. Now, while I'm stepped away... Oh look, you can upgrade the walls. That's convenient. I am going to sit on this toilet while I take a bathroom break here. I will be right back. And you may also be right back. If you want to go to the bathroom, feel free. If you don't have to. I'm not your mom. I'm not telling you to get on over to the bathroom so you don't, you know, shit yourself while you're trying to continue playing video games. If you want to shit yourself at your computer desk, go crazy. Refuse to use the bathroom? Okay, do what you want. I'm going to take a drink, and then I'm going to roll the ads to get rid of pre-rolls. Okay, be right back. Hi, hello, I'm back. And someone's freaking opening my bathroom door on me. What the hell? Someone came by to peep at me. How embarrassing. Jesus, I need to lock the bathroom door the next time that I'm in there. Caco, that wall was removed? What do you mean? The toilet stall has a door on it. I was pissing. Yeah, I know. I was pissing in a room without a wall. But there's also a stall right here, so it's not like anyone could see me anyway. Technically, this is in a room with walls. Observe. Walls. Excuse me, excuse me. I left the stove running, though. Oops. By the way, Uncle, hi, hello, welcome. God, I thought you were talking about reality. I was like, what is the configuration of your room? Of your home? Imagine. I like to have an open layout for my home, you know, open concept. There are no walls in my home, and that includes the bathroom. Dang, man, yeah, look at all this. This is great. Except for the comfrey. Comfrey needs to go to the medical room. Nettles, though. Did they just cancel on me? Violets can be used for herbs. They're they're also pretty, but I can use violets as a spice. Don't give me back the comfrey, dang it! There we go. Thank you. Put that over in the medical hut. Thank you. Thank you. You hear a cat? Distant meowing. Bathroom with no walls. Me when I'm outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I did too. Mysterious ghost cat. I cannot put most of these into the fridge here. Too much stuff, other fridge. This is why having two fridges is useful. It's just like real life. Unless you live alone, then maybe it's different. I live in a house with a bunch of people. So we have like 3 fridges filled with stuff. Woo! Now let's see. What did I want to cook? I think I want to make some fruit salads. 3 fridges, god dang. Caco lives in a commune. Woo! Part of it, I think, is from just moving and picking up fridges as we've moved and have needed to replace old fridges because they started working questionably. Or we just wanted to upgrade them. I don't remember specifically, but we've ended up with 3 fridges now. We didn't always have 3 fridges. It's just how things have gone. It makes sense. An accumulation of fridges. Precisely. Same thing has happened to me and monitors too. What? That was the kid again. I would qualify Sage as being able to, well, Sage is kind of hard because I think it can only really be used in teas as well. Or I really should say beverages in general, not specifically teas, but... There's a sack of fresh pears here. Probably open that up and then huck them over into the freezer. Yeah, I feel like throwing them over into the medical side might be better. And if I ever want them, I can just go run over and grab it. Because since most of the time I'm not making medical supplies, it just kind of makes it take up space over here. Did I say medical supplies? I meant since I can't really use it for most foods, and I'm not making a lot of beverages, it's better just stick them over there. Already a ton there? Maybe! I don't know if it can be composted at all. I guess if it could be composted, you could throw it in the composter. Fruit salad. Yummy. Yummy. We're gonna make many bowls of fruit salad. Wonder what else we could use besides, you know, muffins for fruit. I need more dishes that can use fruit. Aside from fruit salad, too. Because only using fruit for fruit salad isn't exactly exciting. I know that I can put fruit on pancakes, but that's also fairly limiting. I wonder if I could make fruit sandwiches. Maybe I'll make some bread. Bread? Craft. I guess I could start making some more pies, too. Make fruit pies? I was gonna say pies. Oh. Slip of the tongue. Empty bowl. Create salad. None of these are the salads that I want. And this bread... Oh, what? Why can I add bread while it's still... Or toppings stuff to it while it's still in bread form? What happens if I add marmalade to the bread? I can make it into marmalade bread. What? Marmalade jam bread. I'm putting that in the oven now. Now I need to make a bunch more bread so I can experiment. Fruit sandwiches sounds like an intensely Australian thing. I know there's also... I think it's Japanese fruit sandwiches there, too. My sister once made some kind of lighter, sweeter bread and put some fruit into it and put some sort of... I forget what it was. Some sort of fluff. It might have been marshmallow fluff or something just along that sweet condiment, essentially. And those were very tasty. Good fruit sandwiches. And Emily! Hi, hello, welcome! I can make bowls of cereal. Probably would be rotten, though, because it'd be with rotten milk. Look, there we go. There's our marmalade bread. Can we cut it? We can slice it still. Okay, observation. What the? Hunger minus 70? That's crazy. Alright, 70 hunger. We slice the bread. 23. 23 times 3 is 69. So that's pretty much the same. Since it is 3 slices, you can't divide 70 evenly between the 3. So that's good. Nice! Woo! Rotten milk experimental yogurt. If only. It would be great if Zomboid had mods, or in vanilla, either one works, where you could take ingredients like rotten milk and make it into a cheese or yogurt. That'd be nice, because especially when everything passes by the, you know, power threshold and things start spoiling and you can no longer really get fresh cheese, it gives you an alternate route to be able to reproduce it. And, you know, just maybe make it a harder thing. See, okay, here we go. Honey as a spice is an option. So if I come over here, create sandwich, random fruit. Gonna add some honey to the sandwich. For just a honey sandwich right now. I don't want to add carrots. Where's the fruit? See, here's some bananas. A banana honey sandwich. But I have apples and berries in here too. And I don't see them as an option. So I think our fruit sandwich options are fairly limited. As you can see also that I have even cherries in here. But it doesn't show cherries as being a sandwich option. Too bad. Then I guess we're not going to make a whole bunch of fruit sandwiches. I personally really enjoy eating garlic olives with a bit of something sweet. Interesting. I don't think that's something that I've tried before. People look at me like I'm crazy when I say garlic goes well with certain fruits. Another case! Same with Willie's comment, who commented after you, of course, but not something that I've tried, so I can't really go, what? Gross! Because, I mean, garlic does go well with a lot of stuff. You know what? I'm gonna put some peanut butter on here, and nobody's around to stop me. Get peanut buttered banana sandwich. With dandelions. I think that is all of the edible ingredients. So now all we have left are the seasonings, but I don't think there's any seasonings left that I want to use. Unless I wanted to add some hot sauce. Whee! Alright, that's the end of that sandwich. Rename. We're gonna give it a female elf name now. It's gonna be Valkyrell Amont. Okay. Real elf name. Elf sandwich. Well, there was the cat again? I missed it. I think I was busy and not paying attention with my ears. Last night I had a dream. I was playing a game where if you turned your bow around and pressed the string against the enemy, you could spam the draw button to repeatedly collision mesh the bow with them as fast as you could mash. Jesus. I'll be honest. When you said bow, I interpret it as a wearable bow rather than an archery bow. And then I just imagine you smash the draw, like your like a picture drawing. And Little, thank you for resubscribing for 32 months. It's appreciated. I like garlic, but I haven't tried it with fruit either. Well, now we're going to have a little party, and then we're going to say, hey, let's all try the fruit and garlic together. Both literally together, like together, you take the two ingredients, put them together, and together as in with one another, because we'll all be together. I am going to make a goddamn spicy sandwich. I'm putting on a habanero. And then we're going to put some cauliflower on it. We're going to put some cabbage. I think we're getting to the end of our cabbage there. We might need to resupply that shortly. But I think I want to put some meat onto it. So, let's go ahead. I might ditch these catfish. I don't feel a lot of hunger. I will take the medium catfish, I suppose. Maybe what I'll do is just defrost all of this. All of these fish. Or most of them. I don't think you can really use a lot of the fish until you butcher them. Make them into fish fillets. And then I'll get a better idea of how they're all looking. If they're all cooked. Or filleted, at least. Alright, into the stove. Tomato is a fruit. I put garlic with it. A loophole.
Little rainy out there.
I'm gonna put all my fish on the single stove, so I'll have to come back to these two. In the meantime, let's slap some more ingredients here on this sandwich. Like this tomato. I can still put bananas on here too, though. God dang it. I didn't mean to zoom out. I'll put some mushrooms on. Gravy is an interesting decision for the sandwich. I think that if there was meat on it, it'd be alright. Okay, there's all of our fish. -2 anyway. Still 2 frozen. Ding ding. And then, away they go. Is anyone still in Louisville or driving back? I kind of feel like that's a no. I don't think there's anyone left. There's an extent of kind of John is still in Louisville, but he's not playing today. But we do have a bunch of cars there, and I'm pretty sure any of the cars are drivable. So, if you have stats that make driving hard, it's kind of a... I guess you gotta drive back. I may have tried to walk all the way back from where me and the others were. Oh. Got beaten up from the zombies. Yeah, the highway is, even honestly in town of Louisville, not very safe. I also accidentally cooked both those fish, but I can't wait. I can slice this fillet. Well, I guess I can't slice them all up. Well, I needed to cook some anyway to be able to put it on the sandwiches, so it's fine. It's alright, I got super immune, but yeah, not a good situation. Well, there's Warvoid. Warvoid says they're near-ish, so they might be able to help you out. By the way, did I say hi, Maz? Hi, Maz. And Melsalem, hi, hello. Sulin was on the way back as well. Well, there's that. Sulin might be able to help you out then. Wait, wrong side. I want the right side for all of the fish. Bye, fish! Oh wow, that was all way faster than I expected it to. It's because most of these fish fillets, you don't feel a lot of hunger. So I think when it's lighter like that, they get transferred quicker. Alright. Looks like this sandwich is already filled, so no fish for that sandwich. But I can even make it a fish burger. Bam! Put some vegetable oil on it. Add some pepper. I think I'll put some mayonnaise on this fish sandwich. Right there. And then we just need to add some greens, like these mushrooms. The fact I can put some spaghetti bolognese onto this sandwich, I might make that sandwich later. After I make the current one, we're gonna make a bolognese sandwich. I rub my hands together deviously. We just need to make some more bread. So many of these sandwiches just end up with tons of vegetables on them because we have so many crops. Alright. Names. First one, Chevariz Rotiche. And then we'll do an orc name. Give me some randomized orc names. Here we go. Rename this burger. This is now Shonol Killskinner. Alright, I think the orc names might be a good option for randomization. I just dropped these on the floor. Oops, I'm not standing next to the fridge at all. What? There was the cat again. Cat always lurking around. I guess this place is haunted by a cat now. Suspicious. TV time. No good in the stormy weather. You could always... I guess... in one case, watching TV does give skill, huh? You know, I think we need a couch. I see that someone has placed down a singular chair for the TVs. We need to bring in a couch. That could be something that, since Chansey has been doing a lot of our decoration stuff, I guess even if it isn't explicitly Chansey, if someone's here and is wanting something to do, you could go out and hunt around in houses and see if you can find some fancy couches. Maybe even a love seat. Oh, jeez. But then I think one of the requirements of sitting in those is holding hands. How embarrassing. I should also probably check how much yeast we have right now. I see one spot of yeast. And then we have 6 spots of yeast. So I think we're looking still pretty good on yeast. If we were lower down, I would say, alright, it's time to just start making some fermented breads. But that is not the case. We're doing just fine. We've got lots of yeast. Also just moved this into a cabinet I didn't really want to use, but this cabinet's too full to fit that singular yeast. So I guess the yeast is just going back up. And now, time to make a whole lot of bread. You know what? I'm gonna make biscuits first, because I have not made any biscuits. I'm making them because I can. Where's my biscuit tray? I also want to put away the muffin tray, too. Biscuits? Biscuits? I don't know what I've done with my biscuits. I've lost them! Or am I just overlooking them that hard? I have to be, right? They can't have just disappeared. Category? No? How did I manage to lose these? I don't understand. There we go. Maybe I started making it, but but maybe I accidentally moved and I interrupted myself. I'm going to guess that's what happened. Alright, biscuits into the oven. And then we'll make a whole bunch of bread loaves. And then we'll throw them into the oven. 1. Oh, I'm out of water, apparently. Let's go ahead and fill up my canteen. I think that's where I have been pulling my water from. Voila! Back to bread. Wait, I don't want to make plain bread, dang it. Did I accidentally make that? Okay, I don't think so. I did, however, make it so I got some flour locked onto my person. Unless I've just had that on me for a while. Let me move this flour over onto this shelf instead. Alright, make a bread. And then make another bread. And then make one more bread. Alright, now we can really load up the bread. You know what? We're gonna make a chocolate bread. I kind of wish that the color would change too. Then marmalade. We can only add 2 ingredients at a time. This bread's gonna get marmalade. And this bread's gonna get some fruit jam. And I wonder if there's anything else I can use. Let me walk around the kitchen. Chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. Acorn! Oh, you can also make banana bread. Oh. Alright, acorn bread with bananas. Banana acorn bread. That means I'm gonna make... Honestly, I'm gonna just add acorns to all the bread now. They're all getting acorned. Make some more filling. And it puts a use to these acorns that we have. Banana nut bread. Why am I not allowed to add peanuts to my breads? This doesn't seem fair. Look. I can top them with those sunflower seeds though. Yay! And then all the bread into the oven. There it goes. I might just leave some of those breads as just the entire loaf, too. Let's make one baguette as well. Can I season this? Nope. I was also hoping that I was going to be able to use some alcohol for one of these breads. But sadly, it didn't let me. I wanted some beer bread, you know? Add what to your bread? Peanuts? Is that what we were talking about? Just, you know, peanut bread. Add some nut to your bread. It looks at the camera. Needs it. Huh? Oh, peanuts. Like, not peen. Nuts. God dang it. Oh my god. Alright, I'm getting the biscuits out of the tray now. I wonder if you can... No, you cannot jam up the raw biscuits. Makes biscuits kind of boring. It's kind of like the cookies, how there's not a lot you can do with them either. I could just throw all my bread as is away, too. Just straight up put full loaves of bread into the fridge. I don't have to make them into sandwiches. I mean, I don't want to slice all of this bread. Just want to slice the 63 right here. Slice one. Yep, alright. So the bread at least slices fine. It went from 63 to 21, which is 63 divided by 3. I'm going to make a simple sandwich. We're gonna put some honey on it. And I'm going to put some jam and marmalade. There we go, marmalade. I like how much more it adds when you use marmalade as a baking ingredient while you're cooking the bread than when you're adding it afterwards. Simple sandwich. Marmalade sandwich with honey. Next, it's getting burgered. Fish filleted. I might tear up one of these and make it as little bread pieces, because maybe I could use it for seasonings. That sounds like a nice sandwich. The marmalade sandwich with honey? I think so. Oh my god, I forgot about the spaghetti bolognese. It's now a fish spaghetti bolognese sandwich. Mmm. Delicious. Marmite and honey. I guess that's pretty close. No remoulade though, because that's all gone rotten, bad, and lost to the void. You know what? I think I will make this spicy. I put one of the habaneros onto it. This plain fish burger, though. I'm gonna add the other fish fillet to it for an extra fishy burger. Ooh, we had tons of mushrooms. Put one of those mushrooms on it. I love the mushrooms because so frequently they have a really high hunger filling. Though I don't think I've seen higher than 15. 15 still is pretty good. Alright, that finishes this burger. Let's just go ahead and add some toppings to it. Or seasonings to it. With some pepper. Add some barbecue sauce. Maybe add some gravy on there too. So many options. You know what? I think I will add some ketchup to this sandwich. And Den Morph RP, thank you for following. And now it's time to rename them. This is Dreg the Glorious. I misspelled that though. There we go, fixed. And then this burger is Boog the Powerful, all caps. That way you know the might of that sandwich. And then this is Jertog Chest. Oop, not with a J though. Chest Glaive. Excellent. Can I rename my breads? Oh, I can. I guess even if by default I wouldn't have been allowed to rename those, thanks to the Name Everything mod, nothing's stopping me. This now is Gorlook, the Barbaric. This acorn and banana bread? Yeah, this is Rangak Chaos Splitter. And last acorn bread up on top. This is Blom the Venomous. And don't worry, venom has to be injected. Oops, I didn't mean to yell. Most of the time, you can ingest venom and be okay. It isn't also poisonous. So you can eat that venom just fine. These names, I swear, I know. I'm a big fan of these D&D orc randomized names. They really add to my bread feel. My sandwiches are much more appetizing, I think, when they become Rulva Horror Ender and similar. Eat burger! I think that was a peach, but it still tasted good. Baguette time. What do we want to put on it? Oh, a whole lot. You know what? This is going to be a purely mushroom sandwich. Mushrooms, mushrooms, and mushrooms. Where are my mushroom options? Mushroom. And mushroom. And then more mushroom. Partially trying to use the different hunger levels because I find it tends to correspond to different types, like icon visuals of mushrooms. Froggy Bunwich. Don't say that, Welly. You can actually take frogs and you can get their legs off of them. And since we've got rabbit meat too, we could make a literal frog and rabbit sandwich. Don't tempt me. The orc cake is filling. Okay, oh my god. Jalk. I'm going to make a cake now and name it one of the orc names. Hell yeah. Frabbit. Welly. I douse the mushroom sandwich in gravy. Look at how filling the sandwich is too. 70 hunger? Wow. Okay, and rename this. Coogie Nose Glaive. Another sandwich. Basically everything right now is like baked goods. Okay, that means we're going... Wait, I think I want to do a yeast check. Since I did just... Oh. Yep, yeast should still be good. Hey there.
Okay.
Hey, they're just passing through. Pie. Pie. Cake. Cake pie.
Oh.
Cake first. Not pancake.
Oh god.
Cake.
Wrong button. Anyway,
2 eggs.
thank you.
And milk.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck with your recovery.
Now,
Thank you.
again, I
I'll be
think
fine. We got a
the cake
nice
does
community.
okay with rotten milk.
Yeah, that's
I guess this is going to be our way to really cement and decide. 1 cake batter. See? The cake batter doesn't say it's rotten. Place cake in baking pan. Cake preparation begins. Yeah, which I think we should be able to use. Yeah, our
Hey.
fruits. Orange. Hello.
I'm in severe pain, but while I was out there, I did manage to get some fun stuff, like rose hips, pine cones, and,
Oh, well, the pine cones isn't
fresh
actually
eggs.
edible, so there is an antique stove out there that you can kind of just huck all the pine cones into, but the rose hips I'll take. You can just throw it into whichever fridge will fit it.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Alright, will do.
Goes well with the backpack.
More orange.
Yeah, good luck with the
Orange
cooking.
apple
gonna-
cake.
Oh, wait, I forgot why I came in here.
I'm just gonna put a bunch of
I
oranges
needed
and
a
apples
sip
into
of
this
water.
cake. Oh, wait, that's all I can put. Spices? Yeah, cinnamon and honey.
Stabbing noises.
Ding. And there we go.
Blade going up. Oh, good.
Cake. Into the stove. And now,
Where's this
we're gonna
antique
make
stove?
another one. Get ready.
Oh, it's in the actual...
Needs 2 more
Thought it was
eggs.
outside.
And then we use more of our rotten milk for it. I love using rotten milk to make cake. What am I missing? Oh no, I got it. Craft 1. Rotten cake number 2. The villain chef. I rub my hands together deviously. I wonder if I can use any alcohol for cake. I walk over to where our alcohol's kept. Ooh, I can use a bunch of the candies for this? Oh my god. I'm putting on some chocolate covered. Chocolate covered coffee beans. And then we're going to put on, I don't want to use the chocolate chips in hopes that we'll get enough of those one day in order to make proper chocolate chip cookies. But I will add some chocolate to it. I'm gonna decorate it with some rock candy. I'm gonna fill it with some gummy worms. This is going to be an incredibly unhealthy cake. And then I'm gonna put some cinnamon as a spice on it. Then run over here for honey. Honey as a spice. I'm glad I've realized that I can make and add on the candy to the cake. I like that. Okay, now we're doing a pivot, and we're going to pie. 1 pie dough, please. Pie preparation. As I peek real quick at the pie dough. Pie dough? Pie dough. Yeah, the pie dough here isn't all rotting either. So I think the pie, which also... No, it doesn't. It doesn't take any milk. Never mind. We're going to get so unhealthy.
Does anyone know where
Just
all
don't
the
eat too much
sewing
pie.
equipment went?
Okay, then I wanted to make sweet pie. So I can take advantage
That's in one of the cabinets in the lobby.
of all of our fruit. We have so
Thank
much
you.
fruit here. Look at
I
this.
got a
We're drowning in
leather
fruit.
jacket out there, so I wanna
Filling
add
this
some leather
pie
patches.
with berries. Gonna put an apple in there. I'm pretty sure we have pears. I cannot believe it does not let... Wait, there's the pear. Oh no, they're getting stale! Not the pears! Oh, I think one of the oranges was stale too. This is what happens with the fruit. Because I can't use it for very much unless I make a fruit salad or like these fruit pies or fruit cakes. Fruit cake. Okay. Did I make another thing of pie? Did I have a second pie dough already prepared? No, I don't think so. Alright, pie dough number 2. Wonder how I'm looking at with salt levels, because I only see 1 salt shaker on me right now. Okay, but we do still have 3 salt shakers in this cabinet. So our salt levels are okay right now. Roll out the pie. Making more sweet pies. I don't do 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 do. More berry. Or apparently I put a pear into that. I thought I put a berry into it, but I guess I misclicked. Average salt levels. Not very high, not very low. Right in the middle for salt. As long as people keep a positive attitude around here, I don't think our salt levels are going to increase too severely. I put more pear in here. And then we finish with... I paused because all of a sudden I wondered. I wonder if I could put candy on the pies too, or if it's cake only. A curious question. Okay, so while we're having our cakes and pies bake, this means it's time to name them. This pie right here? Yeah, that's Rythif the Rotten. This cake right here? Rovnef Powerbrand. And then... Noff the cold! Someone get this poor cake a blanket! It's freezing! I'm gonna swap over and do an ogre name. Real ogre name. Tag Rain Brow. Not Rainbow. People keep wanting to tease them and make fun of them and say, oh yeah, like Tag Rainbow. Hot loser. And then he's like, it's brow, because my brow's powerful. It's like it covers up the rain, you know? Our cakes are freed. Except I'm not going to slice them. They're all going to stay in their pans. That way they can stay, you know, named as they are. Otherwise we're going to end up with a bunch of... I love looking now at Rythif the Rotten, because then it makes it look like the pie itself has gone rotten. And away they go. More baked goods. It makes it look like we have a ton of stuff in here, but it's partially because of the amount of, say, cookies we've got. I'm going to eat one of them. I love chocolate chip cookie. Oh, wait, not chocolate chip. There's no chips in there. It's just chocolate cookie. And then, because my weight is doing so well these days at 76, I think I'm gonna eat... No, you know what? I'm gonna eat that candy cake I made. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I will eat a quarter of the candy cake. Wonderful. But I'm still hungry. Well, I guess I shouldn't only eat cake, right? I'll go ahead and eat a quarter of Drag the Glorious. I'm still hungry. I love since I have salt and paprika in my inventory, I can still season it. Eaten. And stored. But I'm still hungry. We don't have any salads. Alright, time to make some fruit salads. I think I still have a bunch of bowls on me. Yep. Loaded up with bowls. Except the sack needs to get out here. What? Oh no!
What?
My cabbages!
Oh, it's just woodcraft, okay.
Sad.
Yep.
Looks like I left them out for too long.
Thought you were watching something a
Well,
bit
maybe I should have harvested them sooner. Because then I would have some cabbages at least,
that's
even if I
nature.
wasn't going to get any seeds from them. Oh well. Time to plant some new ones. And Jinx! Hi, hello, welcome! Hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a little bit of farming out here. The lemongrass! I think the lemongrass is okay up there. Let me just, yeah, lemongrass is okay. But there is some, like, normal grass I think that's growing. Or maybe I just can't tell. Where's my remove grass option? There we go. Yeah, alright, that's not grass on top of them, I guess? Because it doesn't let me interact with that. I suppose that's just
Are
lemongrass
books
growing?
consumable? What?
Wheat
Some of
looks
them
like
are,
it's a little
yes.
bit overwatered. Radishes are definitely overwatered.
Like normal books, you just
Couple
use
of
them
plants
and
just
then they're gone.
overwatered.
Yeah, non-skill books
Rats
you
built
consume.
the Eiffel
Basically,
Tower?
you eat the knowledge off the page. You leave the books
Dang,
blank.
I didn't know that
That's how it works here in Kentucky.
rats were such good
Mhm.
architects. Learned something
Kind
new.
of shows you've never been to Kentucky.
Maybe I should keep that in mind the next time I need something constructed. I'll go to the rats.
Yeah, all the boredom reduction magazines and stuff is consumed.
Wow.
Got quiet because I was wanting to then eavesdrop on them from my outside farm world here. And I think they finished their conversation. Cabbage seeds away. Wait. Fertilizer. To me. Pretty sure 1 bag fertilizes 4 crops, if I'm remembering right. As Jane Deere takes a little stroll over. Oh, I forgot to take my apron off while I farm. Dang it. That's not very cooking professional of me. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Now I can keep farming.
I'm gonna place this fire extinguisher next to the kitchen.
Got our watering
Top of
cans
this
here on the ground.
drink machine.
And that means now's the time to bring out the watering, where I water the crops and go, yay, it's watering time. One thing that's somewhat convenient too is, you know, when I hit info, it doesn't really give
It
me any
doesn't really help
information
to learn all
about how
this,
much
but
water it should have.
It's interesting.
It just has a 0 out of 100 water levels,
Power.
but if there's a crop area,
Knowledge
and I go
is
to
power,
sow
but,
seed, and I hover
compared
over
to
to
others who
cabbages,
make
it
carpentry their
says
own thing,
minimum water,
me having
85.
just, like,
average water,
maybe a 3 out of
85.
10
And then you see how much
review
water
in
you should
carpentry
actually be
somewhat
giving it.
skill.
Somewhat less powerful.
Don't maximize it. Just go with the recommended
I'll still
amount.
take
We'll
it,
go with
though.
45 so we can bring it up to 90. 1, 2. Do. So I only had 15 left in that can. 15 plus 50 is 65. And if I do another 25, that takes it to 90. 25. 25. And then 40. Voila! Watered. And then we've got our beets growing, they're fine. I guess maybe I should also go ahead and check to make sure that none of these are diseased. Which, I suppose... Oh, yeah, see? Pest flies. There's my insecticide
So
spray.
just a question, but
Oh, some mildew spray, too.
I mean, how do you suppose
Yep,
a
the second one, treat the
how
pest
long do you
flies.
suppose a
Sprit,
zombie
sprit, sprit.
infection would last?
Well, you're asking the right guy.
Alright, all clear. Oh my god, this
The
one's getting so
truth
mildewed.
is, that goes on for fucking ever.
Even longer than a broken leg?
I am still sick.
Holy shit.
It's been well over a month.
That is fucking miserable, then. Holy hell.
Oh yeah.
So, what
I'm
then?
highly
You-
critical. I'm sick. I am always a nervous wreck.
So then, what do you do? Just consume knowledge?
Yes.
Do you do anything around the base, or maybe exercise?
I don't need exercise.
I'm just eavesdropping on them.
But
Wow.
you could if you wanted to.
Well, I guess if you are stuck with some
Well,
sort
I
of
can't,
zombie
'cause I got a
infection
damn
thing
broken
that
leg.
you are normally maybe particularly more immune, it just means you're
I mean,
going to be
I've been
sick
outside
forever.
a couple times. You just gotta be very careful not to get nicked by anything at all, so you don't instantly die.
Oh, Jesus. These cabbages are not doing good. Oh, no, you know what? I just
mean,
planted
I
these cabbages.
have
Of course
a
they're not doing good.
laceration
They always
on my
kind of start
upper
off that
torso,
way.
my right hand,
You plant them
my
and they're
left hand,
instantly,
a
like,
bite on my
screaming
neck,
at you.
and a broken leg. So
Oh
It's
yeah, you
rough.
should get a doctor to help with the neck. So
I think we're going to need to make some more mildew here. Which conveniently is with milk, and I have some milk on me already.
You'll need all the health you can get.
Yeah, I'm
Let
gonna
me
let
just
it ride
locate
out
that. There we
until
go, milk
everything else is
run, but
done.
in my
Are there any
hand
crayons or
was
anything
the sprayer.
crossword
Oh, I
puzzle?
still got some, never mind.
I'm not sure if
Alright
you
then.
need
More mildew?
Yeah, I mean,
Nope.
I have no more wounds because those all healed a long time ago.
I'm glad I'm checking
just
them
down
at
to, like,
least, because there's
10%
some times
max
where, you know, you don't quickly see it on hover, so then it's just really easy to go, oh,
And
I'm
if
sure
I-
the
if
crops
I
are
got
fine, they're
hit by
fine out
anything,
there,
I
look at how
was
happy they look, and then in actuality,
I mean,
you've got
have
an
you been,
18
like,
out of
keeping up on
100
the food, too?
pest fly
Oh
problem.
yeah, that doesn't matter. You don't heal.
Yay, plants! I
Well,
love
I'm at,
plants!
Like, maybe 60% max health right
But I need to
now.
make sure they're
What's
taken
that
care
gonna
of
mean for me?
properly. I don't want my poor
It should-
plants to
that
suffer.
should
I wish I
heal
could
at
throw
least a
some
little bit
paper
until
towels
the,
down on them or
the
something to
infection
soak up some of
starts
this
to
water.
actually lower your health.
It'd be neat if you could also build overhangs over plants to prevent them from being watered.
Yeah, your
Because
health
when it
is
rains, something like the radishes, you don't. I assume you don't really want them to get tons and tons and tons of water.
At the very bottom.
But if it's raining, there's nothing you can really do about that. So if there was
And
a
then you will
means
very
to prevent
slowly,
that,
very,
it would be nice.
very slowly.
I
start
wonder
to
if that's a mod. A greenhouse mod that would let you build a little greenhouse for
That
your plants
sucks.
would be adorable and great.
Yep, good luck. You're in for a long ride.
Alright, plants taken care of. That means I should also be throwing the watering cans back down to the ground too. That way they can fill back up by the rain. Mildew spray. And I think I have the pest spray in my hand. Yeah. There we go. All done. That means my apron can go back on too. Yay! Where? I need a new apron for the mannequin. Since I lost the Spiffo apron that I had previously, because of the power outage, I had to just steal a new the apron that the mannequin was wearing. So now the mannequin needs a new apron.
It is what
Or
it
maybe
is.
it's me that
I
needs
got
a new
scratched
apron.
earlier,
There are several
so,
kinds of aprons that
after
you can
that,
get.
I got a
And
during
maybe,
that I had
maybe
a
I need a new
scratch on my
apron
neck.
that isn't
I'm
a
sorry,
Spiffo
laceration
and isn't just a normal white apron.
You know, after all that's happened, laceration on my arms and hands and all those things,
And now I'm
also
cleaning
a
myself off, 'cause
additional
boy howdy
bite
am
on
I
my
dirty.
neck,
See all this
well,
soap? Putting it to use.
Yeah, it'll take a
I
while.
was stupid. I tried to just walk my way along the highway.
Yeah, those highways are they're nasty.
Chef, I went out and then I hit the restaurants and I got a apron.
Oh? Is it a plain apron? Actually, even if it's a plain apron, I'd still take it.
It's white.
I'm okay with that, because then the mannequin can get it. Thank you.
I do love
problem.
these sandwiches.
Thank you, I made them myself.
You know, I think I saw even more aprons on a roof, just for some reason.
There we go. The mannequin now has an apron again. Back to fashion. Alright, I want to do a food check here.
It's gonna be bad, isn't it? Oh god.
Yeah, I think
That's
the
a pretty
infections can
decent
also
amount of food
compound,
in there.
where
It's
if you have
left in a
too
good
many at once,
place.
it might be bad. You still might die. but I'm not
Alright,
too sure
since
about that
we're
part.
at just under
What do you
4
mean?
hours
You
here,
have multiple Nox infections at once? How's that work?
I'm going
Yeah,
to
like, it
hop
kinda
off
makes the
for today.
severity worse.
Or at the
but
very
I
least
think
on stream
it's also
here.
after you recover from one.
I'm gonna go ahead and just quit to go to the menu. That way we can have it all cleared out, so I'm not trying to talk over people as they talk and discuss things in the background. I'm going to continue, but I want to go grab lunch, and then I'll probably play that remaining hour left of Zomboid. Since again, the Zomboid sessions have been extended to last a total of 5 hours. So it's still going to be up for another hour for those who are currently playing. But with that being the end, thank you everybody for coming by to watch. Always appreciated. Love to have everyone here. And thank you for all the follows today. I think that's the most follows that I've had in a hot minute. And thank you to Treemans for resubscribing and to Little for resubscribing. Both are appreciated. I will also probably change the follower notifications to not show on stream, just as a way, because I know there are people out there that like to follow, but want to do so a little bit more like sneaky, lurk-like, and not really bring attention to themselves. So to accommodate those people, we'll flip off the follows. And of course, if anybody ever talks in chat, in those cases, I will certainly say hello, hi, and welcome. As Emily starts beating me up, Emily, no! Stop! She's already dead! Oh, man, guys, you didn't do a very good job of taking care of Cacopet here. I'm looking. Hydration's only at half. Hunger's not filled up. And of course, we know that Emily just beat me up hardcore, so I'm not very happy either. You need to do a better job of taking care of Caco. And in fact, I'm going to cut off the stream here now, so you can't try to just fill up the bars at the very end here. Get owned, idiot.